that you're here, grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, welcome into Uncle Bill's, what is this thing called, Jim?
Toys.
Hangar Talk.
Wanker,
where you been for a year? Hangar Talk, where we just talk about things that are hanging. Or we're hanging and talking. Or we're talking in a hangar. Or, hi, Dominic, how are you?
Yes, I'm all right, yeah.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see Jim. Good to see Dominic. Good to see everybody in the chat. We got
hello to everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
hello, everybody in the chat. And Kenny's in the chat. He's going to be here later. We got a nice little droofing video from when Kenny came here droofing. Finally put it up. That's like classic material at this point. But welcome in, and let's say hi to everybody. What do you think, Jim?
Well, I'm looking forward to when you have 200 viewers, so you don't have to say hello to every single one. But in the meantime, we got 15. Yeah, let's say hi. Hello.
17. Better hurry up. There's 17 now.
Oh, God, they're growing.
Oh, no.
They're multiplying. We got Warren, and we got Catskills Brad, Bill, Chin Dynasty, Mr. B, Barkley, Jody, Bob, frickin' Casey.
Brother Bob.
Mark Sullivan thinks we're going to do some wanker talk. Johnny F. Flying Flynn. Kenny plays it here, as we've mentioned. And
you got Jody. You got
mentioned him.
Did you?
Yeah. And
you did.
Joe Blaylock.
Little short.
Joe Blaylock.
Who
else did we missed?
I think that's it. I covered him. Gotcha.
Did you get Mike, Mr. B?
Yeah, I said Mr. B.
Yeah.
Joe Blaylock down there.
How about little shit?
Yeah,
Short.
Little shit.
Lee, Yellow Rose Jones is lurking.
Lee
Basing.
Basing.
Did you? Well, congratulations. You can. I knew you could do it.
We've got everybody.
You're the best. You are.
A close second.
We were just having a nice little chat before we went live, and I have nothing left now. We shouldn't talk before we go live because I just run out of all this comedy gold.
Finishing second's not bad unless you're in a fight to the death.
What?
Valid point.
Thank you.
What?
I said finishing second.
No, I heard you, but where? What? I mean, what?
It's
Marcel. Hello.
Hi, Marcel.
One of those not Aesop fables, one of those Chinese proverbs. Yeah, it's a Beauchart proverb. Finishing second isn't bad unless you're in a fight to the death.
Okay, it sounds like a very dangerous fortune cookie. But I just don't understand why it came up.
Well, because you said I'm the greatest, or I'm really, and I said no, I'm just second, and then.
Speaking of second, Beauchart. Hey!
Half of the panel of bow shots.
I bet you didn't think I had the sound effects from all your past girlfriends.
Mine or his?
No, I don't. That's no. So, hello, Jordan. How are you?
How you doing, Uncle Bill?
Lovely to see you.
Hey, Jordan.
Thank you for having me.
And that's it. Okay, thanks for everybody coming in. I enjoyed myself. No.
Hi, Michael. Hi. Hi.
I was going to bring up the fact everybody wish if maybe she's watching. I don't know that she is. Alexis to feel better. She's feeling under the weather, so she won't be joining us tonight. So we should all wish her a speedy recovery. And
Good point,
let me
Marcel.
see. And Kenny said he'll be in a little bit because he's alone in his trailer doing something. He'll be in about 3 minutes. And then you got
Gatorade and a power bar, and he'll be back.
and Charles will be in later. But anyway, it's us. We can do it.
It's us.
What are we talking about? What do you want to talk about today?
I flew yesterday for about 6 minutes, and then it started raining.
Oh, what a bugger.
Yeah, so I had to quick park it. Buddy
But
at
you got-
work. It was at work, after work, and Buddy's never had he's seen me fly my Phantom 4, but he's
Mhm.
never had a ride along. He didn't have the goggles, but I have it tethered to my phone so he could see it right there. And he was screaming like a little girl because I was going pretty radical and like dive bombing his car and then pulling up and wicked turns. And he was afraid. He thought I was going to crash.
You know, it's funny how folks. He was afraid, like something was going to happen to him. You know how we were discussing this. You know, they put the goggles on and they fly and they get that adrenaline rush, like they're actually in the drone, realizing that it's like a video game. You're not really there. It's a fun device that you use to fly around and have fun, which is not that different than video gaming when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no, it's not. Like I said, like the groups that call themselves crazy things, like the pirates and the fly killers and the I mean, I'm not going to name anybody's groups, but they get all these manly, dangerous names. Like same thing with the gamers. There's groups of gamers that do the same thing, and they're just kids sitting in front of a computer screen, and they're never actually in any danger. Not that there isn't some adrenaline rush to it, but it's fake, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
You're just missing the bad name calling.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Very.
Hi, Gary.
That's true. And the teabagging, not a lot of teabagging in drones. And at least hopefully not. But I mean, it's a great hobby. It's a lot of fun. Some of my other hobbies can be adrenaline producing, like that one. When you make a mistake or you're riding too fast for conditions, you temporarily have to correct because somebody else in front of you is making a bad mistake, and that'll raise your adrenaline. And
Yeah.
anyway, yeah.
I love
Those
it.
are the-
It stops on a dime when you let go of the sticks. So, you can just fly it right into a wall and stop a foot away and it stops.
I thought my FPV did that too until I hit that crane with it.
Yeah, but you didn't
Yeah.
stop.
I tried to.
You tried to go higher.
No, I tried to stop, and when it didn't stop, I tried to go up, and it was too late. Yeah, now there's a bit of a wind behind me, and that thing goes a little faster.
Oh boy, yeah.
I was a
It's
sport.
Jordan's POS. He was trying to get me to fly it. He says he's going to have a lot of fun watching me fly it at Mach Jesus.
What's the fastest you've got it to go, Bill?
Oh, I have no idea. 60, just right around 60. Oh my gosh, Mike, you okay? He said he caught a 3-inch nail on the bike with his wife on the back. That's adrenaline raising.
Oh God.
Yeah. My wife would never get on again if that happened. Actually, she doesn't like getting on now. But I hope everybody's okay, Mike. Let me see. Tammy Jean. Not going to be able to make it tonight, but thanks for your invitation. Well, you're welcome. Oh, we got Marcel. Marcel wants to come on. Anybody want Marcel to come in?
So, yeah, why not? Get a different perspective at least.
Yeah.
The West Coast perspective.
Hmm.
Here we go. West Northern Coast. He is Canadian. No. 3 Canadians. We're gonna have 3 Canadians, an Australian, and me in here. This is truly international.
Yeah,
Yeah.
numbered.
There you go, Marcel. Come on in and hang out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to have his flag behind him too. Look at that. Can't see it.
How's that? Good.
Nice head pillow.
I don't want to take it. I should take it out of the package, huh? I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Hang it.
3 Canadians walk into a bar. Oh, wait. Okay, we're going to even it out a little bit. We have an American. Hey, Kenny, welcome
Oh,
in.
great.
Hey, welcome. Here's my where's that? Where is it?
Kenny?
Move that closer to the camera.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you sound good.
We
And
can
his
just barely
cat
see
is-
you.
It is.
Yeah, we can hear you okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, he looks good. Well, he doesn't have to be like right up in the screen like some people.
I didn't feel like setting it up, so I threw my phone on the counter.
We can see your pores.
Yeah.
Hi, Kenny. We like your new place. I like your new place.
Thank you.
I'm considering doing the same thing. That's it. My wife ever leaves me, I'm getting a trailer. Yeah.
It's cheap.
No, it's smart. And the other Canadian. Oh, Canada. Welcome in. All right, let's go. A little slow with the sound effects. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all good. How you guys been?
I'm too
Yeah,
bright.
it's been a while since I've seen you, Marcel. How you doing?
Yeah, I've been working lots and flying lots, really. I mean, yeah, it's been nice weather here. But yeah, been flying wings, flying long range, so really getting out and flying different types of drones. I even flew an entire day of just flying my Mobile 6 Tiny Whoop, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Comment. You were talking about that. I still have my. I think it's a 7. My Mobile 7 sitting at. I never did master it. I should probably pull it out and get the hang of it again.
Close up, eh? Right up there.
It's hard to switch back and forth to different drones. I find like if you're flying like a small drone, then you go to like a big drone. You got to get the muscle memory to remember. But I mean, you get used to it after a while. But I really enjoy just playing with all different types of drones, as you can tell on the wall.
Well, I mean, small drones seem like, especially if you're outdoors, seem like they might be a little tougher to fly. I mean, that thing seemed awful twitchy to me. You know, it's just ready to take off.
Yeah,
You know?
there's tunings you can do. Like I still fly my Mobile 6, which is pretty much the smallest one you can get that performs well in those conditions for a lot of pilots, right? And I fly to outdoors all the time, and everyone's just like, "What? Like you're diving tree gaps with it?" It's like, come on, this is meant for indoors. This little tiny thing, but
Yeah, well, that's you're skilled.
and you just use a different size battery, like and all that stuff. Like you just upgrade things, right, and make it better.
They're great
Yeah.
for doing little car gaps, and if you want to
Oh.
fly in your window and out your window and around.
That's what I love about them. The smaller the drone, the smaller the gap you can do, right? So a lot
Yeah.
more, yeah. My last video I posted with Mobile 6 is just diving these trees like blindly and just like finding that little hole because it's so slow in comparison to like flying a 5-inch freestyle.
You'll eventually find one that you can fit through, and you're like, "This is my choice." There, right?
Yeah. And you have time to adjust because you're diving, but you're still flying pretty slow in comparison. It just seems fast because in the goggles with those little drones, everything in this perspective feels like you're flying super fast, but you're like you try to fly a long range with it and you get to the other side of the park and then you walk like, a minute down the park path and you're like already there, right? But in the perspective of the drone, you feel like you're like way down there. You're like, no. Yeah, it's different.
Quit
Is that
talking
the
about a
Mobile
little
7,
hole.
Bill?
It's a 7.
I love that drone.
It's got a nice smashed oh no, the canopy's not smashed.
That was
no,
the
other.
that was literally the first drone that I bought when I first started flying 5 years ago. That was Mobile 6-7. Yeah, it was a great drone.
/7
1S or
motor.
2S. Yeah, you can do 1S or 2S on it. Has the little connector so you can, just pin it off as 1S or 2S. And
Yeah, I should have set my controls down to 50% when I was learning in this and that. I mean, and because I definitely had better control of it with 1S than when I put that second one in there because it's just a little hot for me when I just.
They say 1S is good indoors, 2S good outdoors kind of thing for most people for the beginner, but yeah.
I'm
5S
such a
works
beginner.
good
I don't even
outdoors.
know what the S stands for.
Cell.
Size of the battery.
Yeah, so it's weird. It's an S, but it's actually means cell, which is a C. But I mean, China.
Well,
so
I get
whatever.
confused when people say what do
Must be
you? Oh gosh, when you say like Sierra for S, but I always think when
I
they
got
say
one very
Sierra, it
close to
sounds like
that.
a C, so it's a C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I did to this poor thing.
Hello, Chris.
It all smashed to
Not good.
piss.
Oh,
I had to solder the leads back on for the camera on this one. This is the one that hit the overpass in
What's
Fort
that
Lauderdale.
one called?
That's the Beta
This?
FPV.
Yep.
That's right.
What's it called? Meteor Pro.
No, this is just the Meteor. No, this is a Beta FPV Pro Series 2S Whoop. I don't know. No, it's not a Meteor
Hey,
though. 'Cause
Chris,
I remember looking
Oh, okay.
because
Some
I
of them
bought
have the
a
Meteor.
Meteor
I
frame because I
hate
was going to
it,
convert it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Beta 75 Pro 2.
I was gonna say this whole thing was a Mobula 6 HD, and now it looks a lot different than that. So we went props off, or sorry, prop guards off, and
Yeah.
just printed my own little frame for it and put all the innards into it, so it flies 100 times better.
I got one
I
very
bought
similar to that.
I bought 2 of those Mobula 7s, but I bought the one that had the HD camera on it, where you put the SD card in the camera itself, so it's recording HD while you're flying, but you fly in analog.
It's a little bit thicker stack there, but it fits in nice.
how fast that one go?
To the moon. Twice.
Do you know how fast a whoop would go? I've never
Good night,
actually
Jim.
gotten like the speed in my OSD.
No, you don't get speed from whoops. You have to have a GPS in it,
Yeah,
and even still, it's not super accurate. With my 7-inch long range drone, that big one up there with the white props, that's the one I use for mountain surfing and stuff. And that one, you can get 100 kilometer an hour on your OSD, but I mean,
yeah, doubt it.
It's not exact, right? I mean, it's close though. It's
That one's faster.
Got my fat sharks.
yeah,
Yes, I would imagine it is.
I have a couple 5 inches on my wall there too, and I've never put them to like a speed test. I'm not really that kind of pilot. I'm more of a smash bang, fly close proximity type pilot with those things.
Mess it up, repair it, and fix it, and have fun doing it that way.
Yeah, I love building quads, so that's the big reason I like to smash those ones.
Yeah,
The 7-inch, I don't touch anything with. It's my delicate Ferrari. That's just for seeing the mountain sides and stuff. You don't want to even,
The
damage
cruising
that
drone?
thing at all. Yeah, you don't want to make any changes to it at all. You just want it to be exact same.
Yeah.
Anything you change on it might screw it up, and then all of a sudden, 20 kilometers away, you're screwed and you lost your drone. So
Start
I
running.
that.
I can't remember why I bought these frames. Mobula 7
For your
version
class?
2B. I was going to do so. There was a reason I wanted to use them, and I can't remember why now.
Just replacements for your Mobile 7.
There was a difference from what I had.
Toss one of your AIOs
And I
in there.
bought
and
this
call
one
it
for
a
the
day.
other one because the other one's a little warped. This is for the 75, the Beta.
Mm-hmm.
Year
Those are
war.
good ones.
This
Same here, Mark. I do the same thing.
If you can't read the print.
Speaking of 3D print,
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you, what are you doing lately?
it turned out pretty cool. That's no supports or anything. It's just a little
Wow.
vase
Good old-
type thing.
Good old lattice on that.
Oh, that
for
is
sure.
cool looking.
Yeah.
What is it?
A masturbation device?
It's literally just no, it's just like yeah, right. I mean, if you figure out a way to do it, you can have it, bro.
Could be for Dominic.
But no, just a
No, it's-
decoration.
and that's
type
too
thing.
big for
Just
you.
like a really cool way to see how good your calibration of your printer is. I mean, it has a
Hey,
little bit
Brant,
of fuzz you can't see on it.
Did I get
but
your
it's-
email?
it's
No, I
really
did
well.
not get your email.
That looks like a pretty tough print. It came out nice.
Yeah, that lattice is really good.
Yep.
There's a couple stringing you can see in it, but I mean, And then also did these little cups.
'Cause I had the hardest time with this, with depending on the,
in vase mode. I did this little thing, and it's basically just like a contoured little bowl for
it's pretty.
memory cards or whatever into it, type of thing. Like I use this one for holding memory cards inside. Just stuffed on my desk to organize, but like keep things about.
The simplest little things that you can just print that keeps SD cards or anything like it's not a problem.
Totally.
It's funny you mentioned Meteor. These are Meteor frames. I was going to turn that Beta 75 into the Meteor, and I
They're
forget
just stronger frames. They have stronger prop guards. Hey, Charles.
Hey, folks.
Hey, Charles.
Hey, folks. Bill.
Hi,
Jim,
Charles.
Dominic. Marcel.
How you doing, brother?
Done supper and the dishes.
What? Hoo-ha?
You're done supper and doing the dishes. Now you can join us.
No. We were having a few thunderstorms here, and I just wanted to wait until.
That's what you said. I
things
forgot.
were clear.
Oh, I see.
Thunder boomers.
Yes.
Yeah, Thunder Buddy.
My wife won't go on the phone because she's convinced that lightning strikes are going to make it through the phone and hit her in the head. Because it happens. It's like, honey, it's a cordless phone, right? I don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know.
I find it hard to believe it's going to get you. Oh no, it can. Okay.
Just don't get in the bathtub.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm going to need to print something cool now.
Tell you what, it rained here last night. That was my first time being in this thing in the rain.
Mhm.
It felt like I was in a hurricane.
Yeah, there's not much to it, right?
Yeah, no, it's just like being in a tin can when it rains.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hi, Kevin. There's
Kevin.
at the Philippines. How you doing there, buddy?
How's it going, Kevin?
By the way, I mean, for those, I don't know how many of you guys like to ride, but Barkley brought up something interesting. He made a joke. He said, "Is this the channel where we're giving away the free motorcycle?" Which it's
I thought you had two to
not.
give away, Bill.
However, I'm going to give a little. I mean, he doesn't know I exist, but there's a channel called Shade Tree Surgeon. Have any of you guys ever heard of him? It's a pretty decent sized channel. He's got 260,000 subs or something like that.
Oh, so
But
it's only
he,
a small channel.
He's So he's out of Tampa. He rides bikes. Shade Tree Surgeon. In other words, he's a backyard mechanic. Anyway, they're raffling off all manner of motorcycles. Yeah, you have to buy raffle tickets, of course, and 100% of the proceeds are going to Forgotten Angels, which is an organization that helps foster children. Helps foster children. So, in case you're interested in something like that, he's got a really good channel. He's interesting.
Cool.
And he's kind of a nut. He is. But anyway, so if anybody's interested in possibly winning a bike and helping foster children, there you go.
Shade Tree Surgeon or Shade Tree America?
Shade Tree Surgeon.
Okay.
There you go. And anyway, that's that. Speaking of motorcycles, I did not go to my father's today.
Oh, no.
I'm looking up a lot only because that's where the chat is over here.
What did
We
you do?
weren't even interested. We're not interested in what you're doing, Ken. It's okay. We come back there. We can't really tell what you're looking. what you're looking at. I can see you smiling. Now. I see the glint of your glasses and that great big
See?
smile.
You could be sleeping. We can't see. What did you do today, Bill? Anything constructive?
What's that? I didn't go to my dad's. Nope, because
All right.
I have tomorrow off. I have a Monday off, so I'm actually off Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday this week.
Wow. Very
Wow.
cool.
They said they owe me
Hey,
a day,
Ray.
which they really don't, but they said they do. And they said, take an extra day off this week, which I thought was great. So we worked it out, and I don't have to go in tomorrow. So I'm going to my dad's tomorrow to work on the bike. And I was able to lay around and do mostly nothing today. I did take the bike out. for a little ride to the drugstore, pick up my meds, and even though I could hear thunder, it's like, come on! Every time I want to ride the bike, you know, especially lately, you know, we've had a lot of rain, and I heard the thunder. It's like, but it's not raining here, and the sun's here, even though I could see that darkness right over there. And I looked at the radar, which was weird because according to the radar, it should have been over there. So I don't believe anything anymore. So it's like, okay, I'm going for the ride, and I made it to Walgreens, no problem. I could smell the rain. I mean, the ground wasn't wet, but you know, you get that smell and the smell of electricity in the air and everything. It's like, it's going to be here soon. I know it is. I said, my wife made me quesadillas. I don't feel like quesadillas. I'm going to Arby's. I haven't been to Arby's in a long time. Let's go to Arby's with the bike. So I look at the app, one down south, one up north. Let's go all right, let's extend my little danger ride in the rain. It's not a big deal to ride in the rain. I've done it a million times, but it's been a long time. I forgot what that feels like, having rain droplets sting the shit out of your face. You know, when you start building up, it's like little bees. Because I don't wear a helmet because I'm an idiot. So I went north towards the rainstorm. Didn't quite make it to Arby's, and it starts raining. I was like, nope. Turned around, came back.
Whoops.
And then discovered my wife had bought me a couple of Whoppers, and they were in the refrigerator.
Oh,
Jeez.
Isn't that funny?
Refrigerator.
Yeah, it's not as good microwaving a Whopper, but you know what?
Yeah.
It was good enough.
It's like trying to microwave
You
Tim
started
Hortons.
on a low note,
Really
and then you
good.
got to a high note real quick. At least you got some food when you came home.
A lot of food in the refrigerator, actually. There's actually menudo in the refrigerator. She made me a big thing of menudo. And there's the chicken quesadillas that she made. And there's some fried chicken in there. There's all kinds of stuff. I just felt like crap, you know. But sometimes you get the taste. Plus, I just wanted a reason to keep riding the bike, you know. But, yeah, and then, of course, I got stopped on the long side of every light on the way back. And the rain's catching up, and it's getting a little heavier, and it's getting a little heavier. And it's like, damn it. Why can't it be like the assholes that goes between the cars and it makes a left on a red? Because I don't do that. I won't do that.
Come on.
Hey Lee, how are you, buddy?
They got a pretty expensive camera system in Port St. Lucie. They spent like bazillions of dollars. They're very proud of the fact that they put the most advanced camera system available on our lights. Every single light has one. So you got to be careful. You know, got to be careful. And besides, I'd rather not die today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought for sure I was going to get a red light ticket last week, and I still haven't gotten the mail yet. So,
oh, it takes a month.
Yeah,
A month?
It takes a hot minute for one of those to come in.
really?
So,
Okay.
so you guys have cameras there, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately,
Especially
Well-
here in Vancouver, it's a mecca for that kind of crap. It's like living in Toronto.
Well, there's a legal argument here in Florida that they spent all that money, and they were expecting revenue because everybody's running red lights, you know, and
All day.
but they weren't able to issue tickets because there is a standing Florida state law that a police officer needs to be present to issue a ticket. So now you got all these cameras. What the hell good are they? But they're fighting that. They said, well, they are present. They're at the other end of the camera. I mean, I don't know how they can figure that out.
Yeah. Barkley, you're right. I got a red light ticket for running a red light on a right turn in Chicago, and of course I meant to say for making a right turn on red, but they mail it to me in Florida. So then, of course, by the time I find out about it, I've got late fees out the ass that I had to pay. I had adjusters that had tolls upwards of $600 in late fees because they didn't know they were getting billed for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't do that.
So I guess Chicago, you can't make a right turn on red.
No, don't do that.
Good to know.
Yeah. Well, they're big on that. They're not big on stopping the shooting and stuff, but they'll catch you for making a right turn on.
Oh no, the police won't even pull you over in Chicago. You can go as fast as you want and do whatever you want. It's the cameras you got to worry about.
Yeah, they're past the people now. They're just camera
Right.
full of criminals for sure. I'm not even allowed in the USA right now, so that's why you don't see me in the USA.
What was it? 2 weekends ago, they had 27 shootings, but they're sending you a ticket for making a right on red. That's just
Yeah, exactly.
They sent me
We
a
need to
video.
get that priority straightened out.
How dare you?
Mhm.
And it's not like I can contest it. They're gonna, oh no, you're not from Illinois. No, we're going to charge you as much as we can.
Yep. Yeah, because you're not going to be around, so otherwise they just increment you. But since you're leaving, they got one shot at you. Make it good.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Brad. How you doing, Nevada?
About
Hey, B-Rad, what's up?
Andrew.
Hey, Brett.
Andrew.
Andrew Ray
Brad.
Kelly,
Lambo,
Captain
too.
Ray. How you doing, Captain? And Brett. Good to
I
see you.
said hi to Captain. Hey, Captain Ray.
Lambo. Not allowed in Canada either. Yeah. Can't cross the borders.
I looked at my analytics today. I have 6% Canadians watch my videos.
Really?
I think they're probably all on this panel.
Yeah, I wonder what mine looks like. I've looked at that before, and I had surprisingly low numbers for like international. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? Like half the guys that come in my live stream aren't from here.
Yeah.
YouTube student.
Sorry, that was one of those wild things that I found out from doing band music when we started putting it out through DistroKid. You see all the countries and like listeners, and it's just like you don't anticipate it to be going that far out.
Yeah.
Like I think like North
Hey,
America,
Jerry.
maybe a little bit of Europe, but no, it's going everywhere. And that's one of those really cool things to see the statistics on that.
Airborne, global, and trending. That's the way to go.
Surprising.
For me, it worked out because I started showcasing a lot of pilots from around the world on my channel. So that kind of brought in a lot of worldwide viewers and stuff like that on my stuff. But even still, with a small channel like mine, I'm still getting like viewership from everywhere. Like it's crazy. And Australia is a big one because I mean,
I was going to say, at least you got one from Australia.
Always got Australians in the chat too, right? But
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's wild to see how worldwide this can really be, man. It's really neat.
Well, for the last 90 days, 60.1% are from the United States.
Yeah.
So that's but the numbers don't add up.
No, they don't.
Because 6.4 in the last are from Canada, 3.6 from Australia.
I had 6.9.
That's 17.
Oh, you're so proud you got that great Canadian audience. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
3.6 there.
I'm so jealous. 0.6 from the United Kingdom.
That'd be Laura and David.
Yeah.
No, there's Mark. And
Laura,
there's
David, Welsh Rob.
most
Probably Sean from Gigs Vanna's watching.
Doubt it.
Sean doesn't come in.
You show Irish pilots, of course.
Yeah, we've
Yep.
got
We had an Irish pilot a
maybe
month ago,
Tomas.
Andrew.
There would
Sean knows who I am. He talks to me, but he doesn't come in my channel. Oh, wait, that just answered my own question. Brazil, 0.2.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got to get more
Brazil,
Brazilians in here. Yeah, that's in the last 90 days. But then you go to last year, and the numbers are even weirder. 3.7 Canadian, 1.7 Australian, 1.0.
And that's super true. 107 says they have 50% lurkers.
57% lurkers.
I know like a handful of people of my friends and stuff like that who watch YouTube videos, watch live streams, but they won't chat. They just hit the hide chat thing because they've never been involved yet. They don't know what it's all about. They don't know anybody in the chat. They're not their thing. It's just their content to watch, right?
Just listening.
That's why a lot of times you see just lurkers in the chat, right? For sure.
I've sent your stream to
Hey, JB.
a couple people in Spain, and I know they've watched it but never subscribed or anything like that. So
Yeah, exactly. Goes that way too. Where is Canada? I don't know. The underbelly of Alaska, probably somewhere.
Are you
Speaking
doing
of
the
Kenny,
YMCA? No, I was gonna say Ken looked like he's doing the YMCA there. He's just doing the.
He was trying to activate his TV.
let me see. Speaking of Kenny, I'm going to show something. Hey, Kenny, whose music is that?
That is Filmora.
Oh, good. I can use that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Akira.
Canada is America's freezer. Yeah, right.
Hey, Andrew, I'm not tired. I'm just comfortable.
I'm actually hotter here in where I am in Canada than most of the spots in the USA right now, which is pretty mind blowing.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, since we're talking drones for a change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unusual.
Got a
Look at
whole
that.
ground path. Droofing. That's illegal.
Drooping with Uncle Bill.
That's illegal. What's
That was
unusual, Andrew?
Yeah, you can fast forward to me just flying away from the house if you want.
I like this view.
Okay. Just saying.
That's the Intercoastal Waterway, and over here is where the meetup is.
Okay.
The big meetup. Actually, starting to be able to see it right there. You see the overpass there? I mean, I can because it's big on my screen, but getting there. Can you see it now? Right here.
Just be
Oh yeah, it looks familiar now.
There it is. That's how close I am. And beyond that, that's the Atlantic Ocean right there. Which Kenny? This was your Mini 3, right?
Yeah, that was a Mini 3 Pro, yeah.
Here's my destroyed lawn because of my dog.
There's us standing on a roof.
That takes droofing to a new level. I didn't know you were actually on the roof doing it.
Well, that's the actual definition of droofing.
I thought he was just recording the roofs.
Guys, technically, according to remote ID and all this FAA stuff, you're not allowed to inspect your roof with your drone, but you're allowed to fly for fun. So that video is now illegal. You need to be put down.
I don't recall him saying anything about actually flying from your roof.
Well, you could do that, but you can't inspect your roof. When you came back, you were inspecting your roof for sure. We've seen it.
No, we were flying from the roof. It was just a byproduct.
I've never done it.
You got to do it.
You get a little better connection.
You should do a contest for next stream, Bill. You have to do a droofing video and see how many droofing videos you get, and then pick one.
I got to get more people to go up there with me. Jim, we should have done it when you were here.
I swear to God, we would have fallen through.
Roof's only a couple of years old. We would have been okay. Plywood was replaced where it needed to be. It's a safe roof. Maybe 3 years old. Maybe falling off. For the 15 minutes that you were sober. What? Am I lying?
I didn't say a thing, did I?
If he hit the second step on that ladder, I'd be impressed.
Oh.
Harsh. Yeah, your leg still was hurting you at that point. I think, wasn't it?
All day, every day. That's why I drink.
Yeah. How is it now?
I'm sitting down all day. Well, most of the day, so I'm fine.
I mean, it still bothers you? You like?
Yeah.
He just used to kick me in the ass occasionally, so it's not too bad.
Oh.
Make sure he lifts his leg up high enough.
Pull a hammy if I have to stretch that far.
Jerry Franks, I thought everyone had a pool in Florida. I'd love to have something else that I never use. I'd love to have a pool, and I had one in Pennsylvania. That made sense to spend all that money to put an in-ground pool when you have like a 2.5-month window to use the thing. In northeastern PA.
BRB.
It's more of an ice skating rink.
My neighbors behind us still haven't got their water clear yet. Christ, they're going to be lucky to get 2 months out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I liked having it, but boy, there were a lot of work for the amount of
I was gonna say,
effort that you.
a lot of upkeep on those. Got to get the
My neighbors,
little
my neighbors have
vacuums.
one. I could always just jump the fence.
They wouldn't mind.
Probably wouldn't. I got
So,
good neighbors.
you want to see what I bought at Amazon?
Sure.
Is that an art joke book?
The swear word coloring book for adults. So there's shitloads of pages of just random stuff. You can just color some random shit, and it's pretty neat. But it's pretty basic. I thought it'd be a lot more, but it's just a bunch of words with kind of some backgrounds and stuff. It's kind of cool. It's like a total just boredom type thing to do. Then it has some pages in the back that are blank, so you can kind of draw whatever you want, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's kind of neat. I'm gonna start doing.
You ran out of ideas. You're like, oh, we got to fill this up. What do you want to do? Hey, let's let them think they can be creative.
Yeah.
Let's let them write the word fuck by themselves.
I'm just picking random pages, but yeah, there's a shitload of pages and stuff. I'm gonna start doing like Twitch, coloring, for a little while watching YouTube.
Yeah, but you got to show what a real badass you are, and don't stay in the lines, man.
Oh, fucking right! I'm gonna use a crayon one day.
Yeah.
That and those empty pages need to be like graffiti, but just dicks and swear words.
Yeah, right. But there was different ones, and this one was like a good one I picked out of the bunch because there's a few of them like that, and I was like, I just want something fun to do one day. It'd be fun to just have the camera down on it and just.
Yeah, I got to back up for a second. You want to put what in swear words?
I was gonna say, the whole graffiti attribute of you see graffiti. There's always swear words and just dicks everywhere.
Yeah.
No, I think there should be.
Boobies.
That's what I'd rather see. I don't know why you went to dicks instead of.
Boobies.
I'm just saying.
I'm just sticking to the culture.
Our culture, we did the giant W with the circles. I mean, that's what we did.
Yeah, so that's my week project. I'm just having fun with playing
That's
around
pretty cool.
with.
You got
miss coloring.
to think that's kind of cool. You got to think, how can let's do a coloring book for adults. It's like, well, yeah, but how can we encourage adults to do coloring books? They're going to feel like such children or wussies or weirdos. Or I got an idea. We'll make it a badass coloring book. Won't put swear words all through. And that's what they did. There you go.
It's not even just that it's swear words, but it's just some of the sayings are actually kind of funny and kind of motivational too. Sometimes you're just like, oh, all right, yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of cool.
Exactly, Gary.
See, that's what I grew up with, not
Bristol's.
that stuff.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Coloring books. I lose interest in stuff. It sounds fun. My hobbies.
I loved drawing. I was always a creative person, obviously, and stuff like that. But for me, drawing, takes a lot more time. Where coloring, you can just sit down and just put your own color, your own imagination into something which is laid out already, right? You're not, drawing the.
I sketched a lot as a kid too. I used to like to do profiles and headshots and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But you need patience and time.
Oh yeah, a lot of time.
If you're doing headshots and stuff like that, that's not a thing I've ever been good at. So I can only imagine how much that would take.
The characters people do at Times Square and stuff like that I've seen in New York is just insane. Literally a minute or two, and they have your character face sketched out, and you're like, what the hell is this? Me? Really?
I'd like to have a skill like that because what a great way to make money too.
Character style.
JDS.
Yeah.
Headshots in 1 minute. Great skill.
JDS. Yeah.
Right.
Just got to remember to make them look better than they do. That's why caricatures are great because if you're too realistic, the fuck that doesn't look like me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Say the same thing about your driver's license picture too.
Awesome.
What other
JD.
hobbies do we have? I like this. This is cool. We got painting and drawing and color. Well, nobody does painting. I did
Fishing.
paint pens. I started painting some of my 3D printing thing until I realized I'm not patient enough to do it. Now they're just sitting there.
I started painting some of my 3D prints, but I just gave up and I just started printing each part that I needed a certain color in a certain color filament.
It's so much easier.
Buzz Lightyear is broken. I broke his legs off. He needs some new legs, but I have a Buzz Lightyear that's pretty tall. And that same thing, I just sliced the model so that each color was its own piece, and then you just put it together like Lego almost to make it all
And
one
it's
piece.
cool. And you know what? You introduced me to that all-in-one. You know that one print segmented stuff, and I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it gets difficult to do multiple colors.
Yeah,
you know, unless I can feed it at the right time. You know,
it's
and
getting
break
easier
it up.
now, though. With the new shit, it's getting so easy.
I was gonna say,
My
do you
son's 3D printing now.
do you feed one into another into a machine, or are you guys feeding them in separately when it needs to be loaded in?
Well,
Separately into another thing, yeah. So this is the body of Buzz Lightyear, and these are even like TPU buttons, so they're flexy, like pressable, like buttons on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's nifty.
But yeah, his legs kind of broke off. So I made the perimeter not thick enough, and then the infill is just not thick enough. That's his butt looking at you. But yeah, and his backpack clips on the back and everything like that. So
wow, that's very cool.
yeah, it's huge though. It's heavy.
Have you got into any kind of AutoCAD design, Bill?
Oh yeah. A lot for years.
Bill,
I
have
don't
you,
use AutoCAD as much. I use Blender, and then I use Tinkercad a lot for basic stuff, for when people order stuff from 3D printing stuff, functional stuff usually. But these are like old, couple of years now. I meant to fix Buzz Lightyear, but the person who wanted to buy it off me that ordered it didn't want it at the time, and I was like, all right, well, this is a Christmas gift that
My son's getting into 3D printing. He likes board games a lot, like the real complicated ones.
Yep.
So he's 3D printing the things that hold the cards and the characters and whatnot, and stuff like that.
And the dice towers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Dice towers are fun. Yep. Yeah, I got a bunch.
He's got a dice tower that looks like a skull that he printed, and they roll down through a little slide looking thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a dragon one for a guy who connects to like another base, but it's like kind of like the skull has like a head top piece to it, a secondary piece on top, and then makes like the actual skull of the dragon. Looks really cool. But you know, all these people, I didn't even create that. That was somebody else's model that we bought and printed for the guy because he really wanted it so bad. And I was like, I'm not buying it, but if you want to buy it, I'll 3D print it for you, no problem. He was like, yeah, no problem.
He's into Legos also, and not because of the submersible and stuff like that, but he's actually in the middle of putting together the Titanic. It's over 9,000 pieces, and he's almost done. He's about 75% of the way done now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's coming along really good.
I've never seen that Lego Titanic. Interesting.
Yeah, it's cool.
Is there a Lego iceberg to go with it?
No. He's doing the Eiffel Tower next. He's already done the Millennium Falcon.
Does it come with all the characters in the band that's playing the music at the very end of the crash?
Yeah, I don't know if it does, but on the inside though, it does have all the rooms and everything and pools and whatnot. Yeah, it's really detailed.
It must be pretty big then.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
For it.
You
I'd show it to
can,
you,
but
it's on my
we've
phone.
tried many times over the years, and this past year we proved it once again with Torito props that you cannot.
No, not thick enough.
No, you can't even 3D print frames that are worth it unless you start using stuff like nylon filament. which is basically what a tiny whip frame is made out of, except for that frame is injected molded, which means it has no layer lines, which means it's a lot more um, robust than a 3D printed layered type of
How about
build.
carbon fiber?
Carbon fiber is good, but carbon fiber is not good for tiny whips, obviously, because of the weight, right? You want to
Right.
save weight, but
The
yeah, for
fractal
drones,
frame
that's
is
the way it
good,
is.
though. What about
Yes,
the fractal?
it is and it isn't. I mean, it's a great frame, but it's not better. You know,
It,
what I
it,
mean, it's
it won't be as
stronger.
lightweight as an actual carbon fiber frame.
Yeah, and you're
Hmm.
still using like more battery, you're
Hey,
still
Rob.
using more weight, you're still adding other stuff to it, right? So
Yeah.
you, the best you're gonna get is the lightest you're gonna get, and the lightest you're gonna get is nowadays is a Mobile 6 kind of build with a 706 motor, not even an 80, and really high kV, right? So, but that's for freestyle as well too. You're ripping it as much as you can and pushing the limits of it, really. Marcel, with is up. Any acting jobs lately? No, I don't do any more acting anymore. JDS. I am uh, pretty much just a pipe fitter slash sprinkler installer for residential and commercial.
Pipe fitter. Every
Yeah.
pipe fitter I've ever known has forearms the size of my waist. So I think given time, you're gonna build that up.
It's basically because every time you put the pipe together, you got to ream it like this, and then you got to cut the pipe like this. So you're constantly. It's fucking yeah.
All you had to do is say the word ream in front of Jim.
Yeah. But basically, that's your job the entire time is you're putting two pipes together, and
You got to ream it like this. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Jim.
there's no
Tell us your
easier way to say it.
Tell us your experiences, Jim.
But our my company and everything that we work for, our certification is called Blaze Master. So I'm a Blaze Master installer. Pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you miss it? Do you miss getting the acting gigs?
No. The way things are going with right now in the film industry, it's kind of toxic and brutal and stupid, and they're still dealing with COVID stuff where some people have to wear a mask and some people don't, and some people have to take tests and some people don't, and just it's still really screwed up there. Yeah, and the writer's strike ain't helping anything, and all this other stuff that's going on. It's just so much drama. And it's not steady.
There's so much drama in acting. Did you just?
Oh no, it's drama behind the scenes, dude. Yeah, you have no idea. Like, and it's like a bunch of unions too. So it's not just like one union, right? So like there's multiple unions, multiple. Oh man, yeah, it's worse. It's its own worst TV show, really. Yeah. Nah, I lost interest. I'm just not into it. I like doing, the acting characters type stuff and, playing a different role and stuff. But it's just at the end of the day, the pay was okay. It was good, for a bit, and then you're not working for a while, and you're trying to make ends meet, and it's.
What do you think, Marcel? Is that a worthwhile upgrade?
What's that? Making an Ender 3 Pro and a direct drive printer?
Yeah.
I mean, if your Ender 3 Pro is just an Ender 3, I mean, if you have like an Ender 5 or something, I wouldn't.
I would invest into like an
is.
SKR board or some kind of upgrade board for it instead of actually upgrading the actual printer. Because
you don't need a direct drive on it. You
Yeah.
just need to tune it better. You'll have fine. I 3D printed GPU with it, no problem. For years.
How do you penetrate the
That's what she
filament
said.
into the feeder?
It's
How do you penetrate
You got
the
him before
filament
me.
into the hole of the feeder?
it's extruded from an actual motor that's connected to a different mechanism. So you've got your X, Y, and Z to control your movements of the printer bed itself, and then
Ken was just trolling you.
Oh, okay, I was to say. Thank you.
Ken was just trolling you.
Woo!
I don't
Ken
get a
was just
reaction
trolling.
out of
I
it.
actually considered that upgrade because it's not very expensive, but I don't know. It's printing
It's not.
fine, so I don't know.
SKR boards would be my recommendation if you want a little bit finer print.
Well, there's just better quality motherboard, right? You're talking about
Yeah,
a motherboard.
yeah, exactly. And it's direct replacement for it. You just
Yeah,
unplug everything and plug it back in.
yeah. I mean, and like as long as you get the one that's a silent board too, obviously that's what you want,
Yeah, well,
and
yeah,
especially
yeah.
if you have a shitty one. But it won't change your. It technically won't change your print quality. It'll just change your firmware, and you can change your like some of the stuff on the actual motherboard because it's like a computer. You're just changing a motherboard, right? But
It just cleans up the prints a
it's
little bit, personally, for me.
well, because the drivers and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Um, bum, bum, bum. I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't. I wouldn't worry about doing direct drive on that Ender 3. If you're gonna upgrade anything on an Ender 3 for your first time, I would say just get one of those BL Touch type situations where you get bed leveling on a dime. I mean, it does help because most Ender 3 beds aren't level or flat, and even with the glass one I had, over time it still loses its shape. It will. Um, and you're better off just having that running its course, and if you're worried about taking time, then just bed level it once and then just give her for a couple of days and then level it again or something, right? But every print you don't need to really. I mean, not gonna be changing much, right? So
I upgraded the springs on mine, and it seems to hold the level pretty well. And then I looked at the direct drive extruder kit, but I didn't know if I was going to create. I do like the auto leveling idea. I mean, there's two different schools with that too. You got the physical one and the laser one. I
Yep.
mean, what do you suggest?
Physical one's better, I think. But,
Yeah.
I mean, over time, I think probably the laser one's gotten better, but
You
I
don't
mean,
get
I
the
haven't used any of that stuff in a while, right?
don't get the conductive one because the conductive one needs metal to touch onto for it to actually find its homing level spot every time. So it depends on what kind of bed you have as well too.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I know some of them don't like glass, like see-through glass, but some of them like that PTFE lined stuff, which has got like little perforated bumps on it. And
Doesn't, yeah. Yeah, I like the touch one better.
I'm looking for the other one I wanted to do too.
Double speed.
When it comes down to me, I don't use the bed leveling touch at all.
Curtis.
I use the micro steps. So when it comes down to anything, you can see where the printer is going to start off, and if you need the micro step, you can go in and hit micro step, and then a millimeter, 0.1 millimeter, whatever the case may be, and get it level itself.
Totally.
And that's what I like using, preferably, just because every print's different, every filament's different. Some filament likes to print at a full layer height. Some likes to print at double the layer height, and yada yada yada.
What printer is that one up top?
That's the original Ultimaker.
Ultimaker, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got an Anycubic beside that, and then I've got my Ender 3 just beside that one.
Cool.
Hi, Curtis. Good night, Curtis.
Yeah, when I had my Ender 3 Max, I did so many upgrades to that thing, nozzle, I mean, the whole 9 yards. But that thing came out, when I got the Ender 3 Max, it was like a pre-release win from a live stream from some creator, and ended up getting that locally. And, I think I changed the hot end on it. Micro Swiss, I think, was the name brand or something like that. It did a bunch of stuff to it, though, springs and everything. It just became like this huge. It paid nothing for it, but I paid how many hundreds of dollars to upgrade it to get the print really nice, right? And then like 2 years later, I got another 3D printer. Well, actually, I think it's the Tronx Cruise that I'm still using right now. It's a small printer, but I use it for small prints. I don't print a lot of this big stuff anymore. And for like $300, like out of the box, it's been printing steady. It's crazy how we've become.
Someone asked what the best 3D printer is. Ender
There
3 is
isn't
pretty
one.
much the easiest entry level unless you want to make it yourself. If you have the material, I guess.
Yeah, I have an Ender 3 Pro. Not to beat this to death because not everybody likes this stuff, but I was thinking about a dual Z-axis motor. A
Mhm.
dual Z-axis upgrade. For more accurate. What do you think of that?
Well, they have what's called the Ender extender, and you can basically. Jesus Christ, Jim, you're loving this, aren't you, buddy? So basically, what it does, it gives you that second dual axis,
Right.
Z axis, and then it gives you a longer Y axis as well. But your bed will still be the same. But
Right.
you get a little bit longer. I think it's called. I think it's Y and X, or so Z and X, or no, sorry, Z and Y, but not X, because I don't think it makes your X any longer
Right.
for that. I could be
the
wrong.
Ender extender gives you dual access and makes
Dual
it longer.
Z, yeah,
Okay.
dual Z,
On the
yeah,
Y.
because it gives you. Oh, maybe then it does give you. I don't know. You have to look it up. It's been a few years since I've
It
seen
would
it.
make the bed just a little bit wider.
Because then you would need a bed upgrade as well too. So you put a different bed on there. Because obviously you grow.
Well, I wasn't looking at that. I
size.
was just looking at the second screw, making it more accurate and easier to maintain because you're not constantly checking to see if you got any sag in your vertical.
Is it
Yeah,
two
you don't want
X's
no
that are
sag.
up? X's are upwards?
Oh, no sag, right, Jim?
Well,
Z is up and down.
Z, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have Z's, that makes sense. Two
Mhm.
X's would help, but I would do two Z's on an Ender
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Maybe
Especially if
I'll do
you're
that.
going to put a direct drive on it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the extra weight is
Mine
gonna-
came with the newer board with the newer. I don't know about now because I haven't really looked at. This has been a few months, but the newer the newer board with the newer ROM. So
Night Train says
it'd
it's
be no
just
problem.
taller
You
print.
could do
so
the second
Ender
motor and it would
extender
take
isn't
care of that.
Just top. Okay. Yeah, less strain on the motors. Exactly.
Yeah.
Makes more level
And-
prints. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because like I said, and again, I've printed these. You were showing and this came out okay. This little tiny
it's
guy,
great.
and then I printed bigger ones, and I did fine with this TPU Plus, and then I tried to do it with that rainbow TPU I had, and man, it was just stringing up like crazy, and I just couldn't get the temps right, and I just couldn't get it. I playing with it, and I just gave up. And then that same stuff, I printed this, and it came out fine, but I don't know. Like I said,
TPU absorbs moisture like 1,000 times faster than PLA does. And
I'm gonna stop
even
wetting the bed because there's a lot of moisture in here.
And even in warm conditions, like I said, like I live in like a very warm condition. Like I'm like boiling hot, wearing a t-shirt right now in my apartment. That's how warm it is at night.
It's the retraction.
I still get it.
TPU
The advantage
has-
living in Florida is you're running your air conditioning unit all the time. It dries the air out. It gets dry in here.
TPU has a hard time with retraction, so every time it wants to suck back up into load again, it'll cause that stringing effect. And even as dry as you want it, it's still going to string if you have got the retraction on. At the same time, sometimes if you turn it off, it will string even more. So it's like that.
Well, I've looked up some sites that deal with that and tried different suggestions and tried different retraction rates and different distances and I got it better, but I was never satisfied with the result.
So the fix on that, which I've told a couple people and stuff and made a video about, is retraction prime. So there's a prime amount that you can put into your travel retraction, and your prime should be at least 5 to 10, and you can test it a little bit lower than that or whatever, but slowly just up your prime on your retraction in that travel setting, and it will fix a lot of that little like stringing globbing, and just turn down the temperature lower and lower. If that ain't fixing it, that's the only way. But yeah, just sometimes they say 220 or whatever, or 215 on the thing. Even go a little bit lower.
I do
No
210.
No
I don't
harm.
like to do much more than 210.
I tried 220, 215, 210, 205, 200, and it just,
And still strings.
yeah, it was giving me a hard time. Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's like, no, I don't need to do this. And I just printed it with the white, and it printed fine. Because
So TPU, you're trying way higher than 210?
yeah.
Yeah, I would go like 205, even try 204, or work your way
I
around
did.
that area.
I honestly did. I tried it. I tried
Good
everything.
night, Jerry.
Because I started down there. I started lower.
What filament is it? Would you know what brand?
Hey, Jerry.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Because usually SaneSmart and stuff like that are really good. Every on you gotta go a little higher. I found, but
SaneSmart is the only one that prints without a problem every
Yeah.
time.
yeah,
Every time.
they need a better name because they're definitely way smarter than Sane.
I need I need more SaneSmart, but I'm out, so I'm dumb. I'm doing Ninja Flex recently, and people praise Ninja Flex, but I don't like it.
Ninja Flex is about spaghetti. It's
Yeah,
basically one of the
it's-
hardest filaments to put through a Bowden tube.
I've had some good outcomes, and I've had a lot more bad outcomes from that kind of stuff. So
Titty.
What the hell is that?
That's
This
titty.
is titty.
Well, that's probably your problem.
yeah, that's
Well, I mean,
straight
but I've used it for other things, and it was fine. I
really?
was basing it on reviews. It had a shit ton of reviews, and if people liked it, I used it for this. It came out fine. But
Wait,
this is a pretty simple, easy. But anything,
Oh.
any But then this, I used the Overture for the. This is the PLA Plus, the white that I've been using. And I've had a lot of good luck with this.
yeah, Overture's great.
anything PLA plus will be pretty decent in my perspective, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, limited experience. Those are the two brands I've used.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed too. Like over the years, I just don't even trust other brands anymore. Like Sunlu, I stay away from Sunlu. I've had issues with Sunlu. A lot of people have. Like just over it. Like don't even touch them. The only film I really buy is Polymaker because they're huge. They're like one of the big supporters of 3D printing communities and live streams and stuff, and they're around a lot. They used to sponsor me for a bit.
That used to be cheap. Now it's a little bit more expensive, but I understand the quality.
Yeah, and they've got so much selection; it's insane. And then Overture and obviously SaneSmart and stuff like that for TPU, but I don't even use Polymaker TPU. I don't like it. It's not my jam.
I'll stick with the Overture, but I didn't see anything in the multicolor. I wanted to play around with with multicolor, and I bought it to play with it.
I've had some good luck with CC Tree.
Yep, yeah, they're good. Yep.
You guys have seen this. I'm gonna go get it, but this I did with both, and I'll show it to you.
Yeah, CC3 is not bad. I've never used the TPU as much, I don't think, but yeah, I still have a crap load of rolls of filament over there on the shelf behind me.
I feel you. I'm just looking over. I'm like, what brands do I have right now? What am I using? I've got like a whole roll sitting on like the ready for printing scenario.
Yeah, like 16 prints. Oh, I got one done.
Overture, I can see one.
The problem is you want to find a certain color, and then you go with that. You don't go with the brand. You want to find something like with my Buzz Lightyear. I had to use like 3 different types of brands because I wanted to color match it.
This is the one I was looking for. That's really good for the multicolor.
Everyone?
That's the one I use, yeah. And it gives you that like metallic-y shine to it.
Yeah, it's a silk filament.
Yeah.
Mushroom light.
That's what this is, silk. The multicolored silk. But you see, I did the mushroom lamp here.
I like that.
And
that's the company I use for that kind of stuff.
Nice.
But this came out good with this.
That's like this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't fit my head though. Too small. For like a kid.
Threads worked out well. Now, of course, this is the overture.
Oh wow, nice.
Okay.
You know, and then I
That's
got
really
an LED, basically a refrigerator bulb.
And that's threaded. That's cool how they can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
fix
you
it.
can thread 3D print threaded stuff for sure. Yeah.
Wow.
If you know your voltage, you're good to go, Dad.
My what?
Your voltage.
Voltage?
Yeah.
I'm high voltage,
And
baby.
then all the little mushroom. Those are all the, I crazy glued these in, but you had to print all those and little 3.5 watt bulb in there,
That's
LED
pretty
bulb.
nifty.
I just 3D printed this cover for my RC plane because I lost the other one on a crash when I lost it in a tree. So this took about an hour to 3D print with a little bit of support holding this little lip up on the side to connect it.
And there you go.
Nifty.
Cool.
That just goes onto there.
Like a little nightlight in the kitchen for the dogs.
What's that bracket hold in, Marcel?
This is just a cover for like the ESC and all the wiring and stuff in the back. Just like you can detach the ESC from the motor. Just a little cover plate.
The ESCs for I can want to say FPV airplanes are so much larger. I was surprised. I figured they would still be that small form factor.
Sorry, say that again.
The ones for like FPV airplanes are so much larger. I'd still figure they'd be like that small form factor. So I figure you guys
What
want
is
some,
the ESC?
yeah. That's still like
No, we just use a single ESC that you would use from a quadcopter.
that'd make more sense.
Yeah.
That'd make more sense.
And some people are using like even like on a 5-inch wing, they would only use like a 15 or 20 amp ESC.
Oh really?
Yeah. So like really, no, these things are actually super cheap, man. Like
I
and
figured
even
they
the
would
motors
still
aren't
use
even
like
that
the
big.
smaller ones.
That wing there is only a 1806 motor too. It's really small in comparison to what you would think. I mean,
Just the one?
yep, just one
Oh really?
and 2 servos. That's it. And
I got
a PWM receiver, a Crossfire PWM. You plug the servos right into the receiver, and you connect to your radio. And your radio is your adjustments of what the sticks do and what the servo and the motor does, and that's it. There's no flight controller. There's no GPS. There's nothing. Just all a stick command.
And that's
I
why
got a
I'm
new strobe light on my gun.
Strobe light.
Yeah, it automatically comes on when I pull it out of the holster. So look, ready?
I'm ready.
See?
Oh, I'm blind now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Milka 3D. I'm going to check that out.
I'm having seizure.
3D. Interesting. Never heard of that company.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah, because that, like I said, this is a silk metallic, blah blah blah, multicolor rainbow. This is that titty 3D.
Oh, that's the Teddy 3D.
And I learned how to get rid of that seam.
Boobies.
It looks really
That
good.
taught me out of my slumber.
A 40 amp ESC. How fast would that thing go with one motor?
Pretty quick. I mean, mine only weighs like 186 grams. It's so lightweight. Like,
Goddamn rocket ship.
yeah. The problem is the wind, right? If you get a lot of wind in the area, mine gets a lot of wind, and it does this a lot. So it's really shaky
Oh,
with
yeah.
a flight controller or a GPS kind of holding it steady, right? So
Could you make that any better, making it a little bit heavier instead of like styrofoam-ish?
oh yeah, you can do balsa wood, you can go, balls to walls and everything like that. But I mean, the more heavier you make it, the more heavier, stronger you're gonna make the battery, the motor, ESC, everything, right? So These guys, some of these guys are doing 50 amp ESC
Yeah, that
and
seems ridiculous.
like 8-inch prop and stuff like that. Like I'm trying to stay like sub 250 even. I don't care about it as much, but I like smaller wings, smaller stuff like that too as well. 'Cause you can fly them anywhere. You don't have to worry about it.
Kenny, what are you having for a snack?
Smart Food white cheddar popcorn.
The best.
Oh. White cheddar.
Here's a video of what I did, and it hasn't been released yet until tomorrow morning. If you want to check it out, I posted the share there. And it's basically a small little 250 gram lightweight wing.
Andrew asked earlier if I was in my RV. So, yes, I am in the RV, Andrew. My little box. I'm watching it on the TV. So when you make me big like that, I actually didn't realize you made me big until I came on the TV. So it was like total delay.
Milka.
Do
I
we
think
make you,
Milka would be better. Milka.
do we make you big? Is that what's going on? You know what? I've seen some pretty cool birdhouses that I'd kind of like to have a shot at, but you got to buy the right material, especially in Florida. A birdhouse in Florida printed could turn into a bird trap. It would just melt and trap. Oh, look at the plastic coated birds! How cool!
Catastrophic implosion birdhouse.
Too soon.
No.
Too soon, Jim.
For humor, it's never too soon.
Blizzard says to mute me while I'm eating my snacks. I'm doing it just to make Bill mad.
It is
Crunchy munchy.
pretty loud.
I don't care when people eat. I just don't like when they smack their lip. That lip smacking sound, that makes me want to kill them. I'm not angry. I just want to kill you.
I only got one more bite to go, Blizzard.
I'll be right back. Sorry, boys.
I hate that. God, I have an issue. I actually have a real psychological issue.
My cousin was the exact same way, and I did it once when I was a kid.
What's it called? Dominic probably knows. What's that called?
Misophonia.
Thank you. Yep. I think it was because my brother, when we were kids, my little brother, who I to this day don't like, used to do that in his sleep. We all three shared the same bedroom. We'd wake up in the middle of the night to him. I don't know what the hell he was doing in his dreams, where he had postnasal drip or what was going on. But I'd wake up to that. So I think somehow that psychologically damaged me. So I physically damaged him whenever I woke up. But it was to this day, I have a real problem. Going to restaurants sometimes can be a problem for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I
right.
have a cousin just like that. It blows his mind all the time. He's just like, "What the fuck?"
No, it's like chalk on a dash on a chalk on a dashboard, fingernails on a chalkboard. And that doesn't, people. It doesn't bother me. There's no other noises that bother me except for that one noise.
It's just comical to me.
Oh, you know what bothers me?
You know what bothers me? When
It's
the glass
empty.
is empty.
Oh, don't get me started on that. I tell you, what bothers me, we'll be here for the next 3 hours.
Please, let's get you started. What bothers you? Fuck this shit. What bothers you?
What bothers me? Just when people get outraged over nothing, they make a mountain out of a molehill.
The fuck are you talking about, Dom? Come on.
Yeah, seriously. You know what I mean? What do you got to come in with that shit for? You're right.
I hate
You're
people
right.
that use the phrase "make a mountain out of a molehill."
People,
Okay.
Yeah. People that use that phrase are just complete, just Karens. Karen, I'm over that. People use that way too often.
Yeah, that's another word.
Yeah, and people are triggered way too easy.
They wake up every morning and it's like outrage bingo. They've got a little card and it's obviously got things on there that they have to tick off every day just to feel alive.
Do any of you work with the public directly on a customer basis, like managing a bowling center? You don't know my pain.
I have to
I
talk
can
to people who
understand.
yell at me all day.
The unreasonable public has gotten, because I've done this kind of, I've managed many businesses, and the unreasonable public has reached new heights. They've reached a pinnacle, in my opinion, to the point where they're just going to walk in the door yelling at you as soon as they get there, and think that they deserve, or to break the rules and do whatever they want. And they're really shocked when I kick them out. They're really surprised. I can't do that. Oh, the fuck I can't. This is a private business here, honey. This is not a public park. You can't bring food in. You can't bring drinks into a bar. Get the fuck.
Yeah, because you
Thank you for stopping by.
Rules that are set out on the front door. Or...
Customer's not always right. That's a lie. They've been lying to you about that for years. Because there's another customer behind you that's a nice, reasonable human being. I'll deal with him. Isn't that terrible? What a terrible attitude I have. But that's because of day after day after day of thousands of entitled motherfuckers that allow their kids to run all over the place and into people and jump up and down on the furniture in public, scream. I've never seen more screeching. I don't mean just yelling and joy and I like that. Oh, I'm having a good time. I'm not getting my way this very instantaneous second. And I can't do that sound. I mean, it's a high pitched squeal like a banshee thing. Yeah. I don't know how many. I've seen a lot of kids that are doing that, and their parents. Oh, he's just expressing her. She's just expressing her. I said, no, my mother would. Yeah, okay, express yourself. Punch in the face.
I'll express something.
No, I mean it's just wrong. You're teaching your kids to be constantly disappointed with life. They're going to be very unhappy adults. They are. I still remember when my little boy, we were out at Toys R Us and we're looking and say, hey, I'll get you a little something. We can't spend too much. And he goes, oh, that's too much money. Never mind. And he did that. And you know what? It worked. I bought it. But, but he actually had, some sensibility. You know what I mean? But today, they don't get what they want immediately, man. It's just so bad.
This message brought to you by Trojan condoms.
I'm glad my dad whipped my ass.
And George's discount vasectomies.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that I grew up the way you guys grew up, and you got beat if you were being stupid.
No, I don't want them to be beat.
I'm not. I say that in the horrible sense, but like when you need a slap, you need a slap. You're like smart enough.
All right, I am not a proponent of beating the shit out of your children. That's not what I'm saying. Nice. Discipline them already. I teach them how to act in public, for Christ's sakes, because you're your own worst enemy. They're going to make your life hell.
And especially when that happens in public transport. If you're on a bus or a train and you've got some kid yelling and screaming, it does your head in.
What? With the bus?
Yeah, a bus or a train, tram, or public transport.
You just toss them off.
Yeah, kick
them off. Officer, I don't know what happened to him.
Jordan, did I beat you?
You gave me a smack when I deserved it. And it's not even a bad thing. Like I said, that's one of those, like, smarten up.
You know what's really funny? I don't remember my dad ever hitting me once. Mother was the disciplinarian.
Yeah, my mother used to beat the shit out of me. My dad, my dad hit me once. And I don't remember that either because I was out cold before I hit the bed. To this day, it's like, it was an open hand. Yeah, the hell it was.
Yeah, no. If I got my ass handed to
me, I deserved it. And I know, and you know what? I deserved it. I know I deserved it. I said something I really shouldn't have said, and it was very hurtful to him. And I regret it to this day, and I was 14. I should have never said what I said. I deserved that smack in the mouth.
Yep.
I'm not afraid of him. He's not a crazy, I want to beat my kids kind of guy. He's really not. He's a soft-spoken, decent guy, but I hurt his feelings. And I deserved a smack in the mouth. And I got one. And I apologized to him afterwards. So.
I'm still afraid of my father because he's gigantic. He'd win that fight every damn day of the week. So,
yeah, Dad's got some limbs on him. I know.
Hey, Bill, thanks for having me on. I got to go to bed.
Hey, Kenny.
Hi, Ken. Are you here? Kenny, when did you get here, Ken? Kenny.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's been a pleasure having you here as always, and congratulations on your. I'm very jealous of your little abode there. I'm telling you, it's really tempting to take advantage of the ridiculously high housing prices and grab one of those. You know, if I didn't have a wife and 2 dogs,
It's
Coulda
definitely
had
cheap
one.
living. $600 a month.
Yeah.
Looks like a fun time.
It's like grumpy.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Good night, Kenny.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
You know, there are people that do that or have done that, have taken advantage of the housing market and would get something like that and live in them until the housing market drops, which they're expecting it to, and then take their profit and buy the house and have no payments. It's a common thing. Plus, you can be in a different state every week if you want to. Said the drug addict. I mean, that's something that that every near retirement guy has actually daydreamed about, is the ability to travel the country and live in different places and experience different parts of the country and bring your place with you, so you're not renting bed bug ridden motel rooms or whatever, and it's just interesting.
Was that an RV or a boat?
That's a trailer. It's an RV trailer. It's a 24-foot trailer. Got everything it needs there. It's a studio apartment basically.
That'd be interesting.
Rather than the $3,000 a month he was spending on hotel rooms. Because his job makes him. I guess you don't know Kenny. His job, he works in the insurance industry. He goes basically wherever there's a disaster, that's where he has to go. Been a lot of disasters lately, so he hasn't been home in a long time.
Yeah. That's wild. Looks like a cool little place, though. It looked like it folds out and does the whole expanding scenario. Who knows?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's just
like a pretty basic trailer.
Yeah,
just a 24-foot regular, full size, regular size trailer.
Looks pretty
cool. Yeah, he's got a nice little bedroom area. He showed me his bathroom today, which has a plastic toilet. I might have to upgrade that. I don't know what the weight limit is on those things.
A bucket with a hole cut in the lid?
No, it was a real one. He
He
stepped on the little pedal and the water filled up and everything. Yeah.
A funnel attached to a tube, no big deal.
He's got a nice little kitchenette in there with one of those. He was very proud of the fact that he can pull down on his faucet and has the hose thing, that.
The hose thing to his own issues here, or what? What's going on?
That's a good 50-50 relationship right there. That's a loving household.
Nothing like a tag team parent. Okay, you're in. Over the top rope.
Yeah. As long as the ladder doesn't come out, you're fine.
Hi, Lloyd. Lloyd's here. Did anybody know Lloyd was here?
Yeah, I said hi.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. And Don's here. Don, I sent you a link. You don't have to come in.
Night Train's never been in here. Get in here, Night Train.
He's been in here many times. Yeah.
Has he really?
Mm-hmm.
We need him to get one of his famous rants going.
I never really did much live streaming until I started hanging out with Night Train, and he used to do a live stream on Thursdays, and that's kind of the reason I started my Thursday live streams was really because just hanging out with him, and I just wanted to continue, hanging out with people. And he went to bed because he's East Coast and I'm West Coast, so we just kept the things going. And yeah, it's an awesome dude, longtime friend. Sundays are normally at night. I go to bed early. No shit, me too.
The community is so big and so small at the same time. It blows my mind.
Yep. It's so big that you have no idea even still. Like I'm still every day meeting more and more drone pilots who've been around for years who you just wouldn't know unless you knew, right? I mean, yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Maybe someday you'll make it down to the meetup in
yeah, one day.
It's getting pretty big.
Yeah, but the issues at the border is the biggest problem I have. So it's not even state. It's not even whatever. It's just the border law.
Which
Too much
side?
fun as a youngster.
Your guys' side, yeah.
Oh,
And it was just a under a gram marijuana charge, and it was just a bunch of bullshit. But it was like 20 years ago now.
How dare you?
Yeah, do that before it's legal.
Yeah.
If you'd only known.
Resin in a pipe in a suitcase, basically. There
Yeah.
you go. That's what I got. I actually even had the ticket framed and everything. So, yeah, no. And I've been before, but just after that, I was like, no, I guess I'll never just try. Fuck it. Who cares?
Is there a
maybe
time frame on that?
maybe things will change.
Probably, but from what I know from my lawyer 10 years ago, there was still a warrant out for my arrest if I tried to cross the border.
Oh,
That was 10 years ago. 10 years ago now. So, I mean, from now, it's probably pushed under. Who knows?
Oh, nobody's gonna. It's not on any top of anybody's mind. I'm sure. Well,
But for
I
a
mean,
warrant for your arrest for such a small thing is just so ridiculous.
that's just it. I mean, the laws of. I mean, which laws would they work with? The present ones or the old ones? And there's got to be a what's it called when it
Statute of limitations.
Thank you. Thanks, Charles. Yeah, there's got to be some kind of statute of limitations. I mean, can't you try to deal with it remotely? Through correspondence.
What I think of is
Get rid of it?
let's say that the city or province or wherever the fuck you were, let's say that's where you got that charge.
Mhm.
Would it be legal there now?
It's not a city thing. It's just a border. It's like, so it's federal.
Oh,
Federal.
really? Wow.
And last time I talked, like this again, like this is like 10 years ago. Last time I talked to a lawyer, it was over a couple $1,000s they wanted, with like fees and everything like that to like pay it off. And then you would still like you're basically accepting that you did something wrong, and it's like fuck off. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, get real. Like, this is nothing. Like, you're wasting your time and your money on this issue. And I would still have issues every time I go to the border. You know what I mean? Like, it's still on my name, right? So, like,
Kneel
accepting-
before Plastizod.
I did forget about that.
that you didn't do a fault to is just doing
That was it. That was a Charles thing.
right. So I'd rather not have it on my record at all at that point. As a defined, yeah, that's I don't know. It's so stupid.
Vancouver's nice though, right?
Oh yeah, Canada's amazing. Canada's amazing, dude. There's a lot of amazing stuff up here. Yeah, no, I made it as soon as I ended up having that entire, because the reason I got that was because we were on a road trip to California and do a bunch of skateboarding and longboarding for races that we used to do when I was that age. And we ended up doing a Canadian Okanagan trip, which is kind of a really nice, beautiful area up here that has very similar climate to some parts of California, where it's super, super dry. They even have a spot called Okanagan Falls that's dry and deserty. Andrew, what's
That
up,
sounds
buddy?
fun, Marcel.
What's going on, Andrew?
I haven't seen you
What's going
online
on,
in a long
Jordan?
time.
Dominic, Jim, Charles.
Yeah.
Hi,
What's
Andrew.
up, Uncle Bill?
You're looking lovely as ever.
Yeah, it's probably Claus there by now in my train. Nice.
Nice haircut, Jordan.
Did Jordan get a haircut?
I have no idea.
Looks like it.
I had some hair the last time he saw me. I was doing one of these. Now it's just normal hair.
Well, at least he didn't shave it off.
Justin.
What's up, Justin?
He can. Why would that be a bad thing? Some people like that look.
True.
He just said thank you. I just said thank you. He said
No, he said
That's like
at least you didn't shave it off.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's just that. Well, it's Still there.
I meant because you look better with hair.
Mikey's stream must
Mikey.
be over.
Was Mikey streaming again?
Probably.
Hi, Mikey. And
What's up, Mike?
Michael Wright. Did we say hi to Michael Wright?
Yes.
I did.
I love Michael Wright. How you doing, buddy? That's a nice
What's up,
guy.
Mike?
Should have gone Mohawk.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mike.
like Brett.
Mike.
One too
Michael,
many times.
did you fix your audio settings on your mic there, Michael? The other night he was having audio issues with his mic. Couldn't figure out why.
Who?
You're not
Fly
a
his own
professional
drone?
You're not
What's
a
that? I can't hear.
professional live streamer.
I can't hear you. What, Andrew?
Mike.
The other night, Michael from Fly His Own Drone was having trouble with his mic, trying to figure out
What?
why.
What?
Can you hear me now?
Are we there yet?
Unfortunately, yeah. You got the fan going again, I see.
Yeah, it's kind of warm down here.
You're going to have a seizure. Down here where?
Well, South Carolina was 93 degrees today.
Put the AC on, brother.
Still warm at the moment. I just turned it on.
93. Man,
It was
that's hot
93.
for your neck of the woods.
Yours
Yeah.
is probably hotter.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. He's at his cousin's wake.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike.
Well, I'm bummed out now.
Mm.
I need more alcohol. Carry on with all this fun and frivolity.
We'll talk amongst ourselves.
Jocularity.
So how's Australia there, Dominic?
We've just started winter, but the days are getting longer. It's a bit cloudy where I am. So hopefully it'll start improving from now because we're getting the longer days.
Is Mother Nature acting accordingly, or is she going
Mother
crazy?
Nature's acting accordingly, yes. We're in the average.
So how much snow do you get, Dominic?
Not in Melbourne itself. We have to drive about an hour and a half up to the mountains where we have Falls Creek, Mount Hotham, Lake Mountain. I think there's another one in there somewhere. But yeah, we have some really great snowfields in that area. It takes about an hour or so to get there from where I am.
Oh, that's not too bad. I was being silly, but yeah, no, the whole scenario that you guys get it up on the mountains, obviously. But yeah, it's not that not far from you at all, hey?
I'd probably say it's probably one of the great snowfields that I can think of personally.
Very cool.
We do. It does get cold this time of the year as our snow season has just started.
Is there skiing?
Yes, there is.
Ooh. I guess you don't ski, do you?
I don't ski, no.
Don't you know?
Wait a minute. Why would you assume that?
He's a professional skier. Haven't you seen his YouTube channel?
Maybe I should take that up.
That's why he's bald. It's just for the aerodynamics.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, he wears a toque all the time. Give him a break, bro.
All right, who here has been skiing?
I've been skiing.
I'm a snowboarder. Yeah, I snowboard.
Downhill.
I prefer to ski.
Skiing is fun.
I prefer ski.
I love downhill skiing.
I don't know if I do it now. I did it when I lived in Pennsylvania. I was an actual card-carrying snowmaker when I lived in Pennsylvania. I took a part-time job on the mountain with the machines making the snow. And it had to be less than 15 degrees for them to work properly.
Oh, gosh.
Typically, it was way less than that, but...
oh, yeah.
Yeah, which was an interesting job. But that was in northeastern PA.
15 Celsius, obviously?
How did you get it up to 15?
No, below 15 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Did you have to warm it up or something? How'd you do that?
Do what?
Nights are usually
Yeah,
cold there,
TNC.
Marcel.
No. This
TNC is nothing. That's warm for us.
Bravo!
Hey,
Hey,
It get down below zero
Our
on
favorite.
that mountain in the wintertime. I had this giant parka. I would actually be sweating. I would wrap myself up so nicely. I would be going up and down that mountain sweating. I'd open it up.
Nice.
What you up to, Lambo?
I am trying to get out of work.
Speaking with a guy who works with cold conditions, the Zamboni man.
Yeah. Well, I haven't Zamboni in quite a while, but
Or
he pressed the
extremes,
wrong
for that
button.
matter.
Pressed the wrong button.
Hit the wrong button. Yep.
Short and sweet.
You were
So,
away.
yeah.
But you stepped away, Bill. But Don made a comment about your
Oh God.
log.
Night train.
I live in Florida. It's a law. I think you have to have AC down here. There he is.
There he is.
hey, I'm back.
back again.
And he's back.
All right.
So you're not running the Zamboni. So what do you do at work when you're not running the Zamboni?
Well, I just made this table.
Wow.
On the wall.
On the wall. Yeah. It's aluminum and Trex. So
I see it's in the back of a van. Is that actually for work? Or are you taking materials from work to make yourself patio furniture?
I'm stealing this drill press. And actually, no, they're kicking it out of the shop, and so I'm taking it.
Nice.
And yeah,
Always
Table in
handy.
the back of a white van.
Free stuff.
I've got
Just
candy
love
and
this
you don't.
No, there's no room for children in that van.
just inherited this grinder polisher too. Beautiful.
Really? Very
About
nice.
$1,200 polisher. Yeah.
You said you're on the app Grinder. What?
And oh yes, yeah. Lambo does. Lambo does.
Start the car. Start the car.
Lambo, Night Trade said Lambo. Freezing temperatures got him excited. We were talking about skiing.
Yeah, I snowboard as well, so I'm in Marcel's category.
Yeah.
So
I never got into the skiing. I didn't like it. I tried
Yeah, my-
when I was younger, but there's no way.
my friends took me skiing, and they said, "Well, I've never done this before. Well, you know how to stop in hockey, right? Just do that all the way down the hill." I did. It worked. I started on a double diamond or whatever it was.
Mm.
Made it. So
It's called a pizza or French fries. Pizza or French fries. Pizza.
they didn't tell me any of that. I just went down the hill sideways.
Speaking of white vans, this is the kind of stuff Jim sends me.
Oh gosh.
Jordan,
Pizza French fries. Pizza French fries.
Jordan sent that to me.
I want to see what part 2 looks like.
I'm getting free candy and you're not.
Jordan's friends have a sense of humor.
Sick.
A good sense of humor.
Oh fuck! I think I can finally leave.
Jordan's,
I like how he's looking around. Are you really supposed to be putting that stuff in your van?
What are you talking about?
Trying to find the things you
Camera's
need.
over there. Okay.
You're talking about.
Keeping
I'm kind of
everything,
just not supposed to be here at this late at night. Kind of whatever. I'm gonna get questioned tomorrow. But
That's not
Whatever.
where I put my music stuff.
keep everything outside of the cameras from work.
just keep the car keys in your pocket, Lambo.
You'd be
Yeah.
fine if you had a COVID mask on, and then nobody would recognize you. You'd be totally good.
yeah,
Or a
except for my
couple.
badged in, all that stuff.
Ah. Fake badge.
All right, well, I just want to pop in, say hello, and disrupt everything. So I got to pick off.
All right.
Thank you for stopping in. You're always
Great
welcome.
to see you.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks for the invite. See you guys later.
Take care.
Good
man.
night.
Brett.
Anytime, every time.
Yep.
And yes, I have AC. He made fun of me for having AC. Do you know how old my AC unit is on this house? 1998.
Whoa.
Bill,
How about
it's
that?
time for a new AC.
No, I don't replace anything that works. I'm sorry, I just don't. I'm not spending $3,000 to $5,000 to replace a unit that works perfectly well. In fact,
Not cleaning the filter either.
the fan motor went bad on it, and I replaced it myself. I don't even pay people to do that stuff. I do it myself. I put a what do you call it? A hard start kit on it so that it makes it easier on the compressor motor, because I tell you what, the guys that come in that that you do bring in to occasionally clean the vents and this and that, and then they try to sell you units. The one guy, the young kid, this nice kid, he goes, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but they don't make them like that anymore. He said, don't replace it. He said, don't replace it. If it works, keep it.
Yeah.
I was literally going to say, just as you started that conversation, was you don't make it anymore like they used to back in the day.
Well, that's just it. I mean, look, the thing's 25 years old. It's still keeping his house cold, and now they're only considered
for
good for 10 years. So.
You can open the door
true.
500 times and then it's done after that.
If you want a high-end model, go for a train. If you get one, they're expensive though, but they're worth
It's funny.
the money.
Your definition of cold, Bill, is what, 77?
Well, no, I do keep it at 70, 76 or 77, depends how I feel. Yeah, but typically, every degree. When I came down here to Florida, it was not at 77 degrees. It was at like 73, 72, 74. But then as I acclimated over time, I saved my electric bill, because they say every degree on your thermostat is 8% of your electric bill. 8% is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah. Pretty good.
True.
Yeah. Especially with an old unit that uses too much power.
Yeah. Yeah. You need a solar powered one somehow.
Well, similarly, we used to have a Montgomery Ward fridge that was 30 plus years old, still running.
Better catch it. I got two fridges.
Way back.
I don't know I got one in the garage. Our old fridge is in the garage. I kept it because I like it. It's got the top freezer is it's actually got an oversized top freezer. It's 5 cubic feet. So between that and my side by side in the kitchen, we still don't seem to have enough, because my wife, I don't know, she's so old fashioned. I think the more food in the house, the better. She should have been an Italian. I'm telling you, when at Christmas or holidays, Thanksgiving, we had a 24-pound turkey last year. It's just me and her.
The apocalypse is happening tomorrow. So she buys it for now.
Nah.
She could be half Italian, half Filipino.
Yeah, I don't think so. She likes to cook, and she likes having all that food around, which is okay. I'll deal with it. It's a burden.
Nothing wrong with love to cook.
It's a burden I have to deal with.
Dominic's ancestors may have known Bill's ancestors in Italy.
I don't know. North or south?
South.
Nope.
Nope.
Calabria.
All depends on what they did.
No, ours are way north. Ours are like Florence area, outside of Florence.
Oh, okay. No, we're Calabria.
Calabrian.
Yeah, Gallianova and Calabria.
You've been to Italy, Dom?
I haven't been there for 40 years, but I did travel there extensively when I was a young kid.
Love to go.
I did meet my aunties.
Cool.
I can't even go to Canada.
Maybe you should go back.
I don't have a passport.
Same here.
Yeah, I need to get one.
Yeah.
I'd like to go there, and I'd like to go to the dad's side, the father's side in Ireland. I've actually got a book with addresses. My grandmother's old book of the Ronanes. That's my last name. In Waterford County.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a hard question, Mudball.
What's the question?
Which is the real Italy, north or south? We're going to start an argument.
Well, that's not exactly what he asked. He asked which is the teal.
And then under it, he said
North
real.
or south?
He corrected himself and said real. Comment straight under it.
If there's teal in Italy, I'm missing the joke.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was a typo.
Which is the teal? Yeah, come on.
What's the
tell us
teal,
what
man?
it is.
I don't
I
know.
know what the teal is, bro.
Depends who you're talking to. If you're in Italy, they'll tell you. You're in Northern Italy, they have their opinion. The Northern Italians is a pretty mixed bag, though. I mean, there was a lot of interbreeding going on up there.
And then a bunch of A, and then a bunch of A, and something like
What the
that.
fuck are you saying?
What's it talking with your hands?
Northern Italy was invaded by the French, invaded by the Germans, invaded. You know, I mean, it's that's why they tend to be taller, blue eyes. You know,
and as you get further up to the border,
you know, and then southern Italy, you know, they're invaded by the Carthaginians of northern Africa.
Yeah,
so they tend to be shorter and squatter. And
But one of the only places in the world where blue eyes comes from is Ireland.
Okay, well, I must have some Irish because I've got blue eyes.
There you go.
Because there's only like 2 or 3 places in the whole world where blue eyes comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
What the United States? Because I was born here. I've never heard that before.
Wasn't that a part of like that show? Yeah, there was like a whole show with the wall and stuff like that. It was super popular, and they were saying that the blue-eyed people were from somewhere else.
Done.
North and south. So you're saying nobody wants to fuck. So whoa.
I think you're talking about who do you think you are? Where they investigate where you're from.
Yes, I've
Your
seen many
ancestry.
of those programs, and they are very, very interesting, I must say.
Dominic, we have a genetic mutation. Genetic research indicates that the mutation that caused blue eyes probably occurred from 6,000 to 10,000 years ago with an individual in Northern Europe. It's probably your ancestor. The mutation essentially turns off the iris's ability to produce melanin. Generations and millennia later, the world has millions of people with blue eyes.
This isn't Joshua Bardwell, but you're about to learn something today, guys.
This is my stream. You're gonna leave. You're not gonna learn anything. You're gonna leave here a little dumber than when you got here.
I don't know about that. I've learned 2 things already today. Very
You're going to
surprised.
question your stupidity at a certain point.
Yeah. What did you learn today? That's a good way to end the show. What did you learn today?
What did you learn today?
Oh.
Go around the panel. Ask everybody.
Jim, there are certain people on the road you question how smart they are based on their decisions on which side of the road they go to.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow, Mudball. Wow.
Dominic,
Yeah,
you
I've
definitely
seen that
drive
happen
on the
times.
wrong side of the road. You're not the smartest.
Mark, who won? Who's going to be mayor?
Oh,
Nobody.
There you go, Jimmy.
Oh, I know that.
Oh,
Yes.
that's wild.
Jim, did you hear Toronto's got 50 people running for mayor?
Yeah.
What, 50? Oh my
Hey, Tim.
gosh.
And a dog.
And a dog. Okay.
I vote for the dog.
Yeah, I would too.
Is there really a dog on the ballot?
Well, straight up,
That's
I grew
awesome.
up
That's
in
awesome.
Toronto.
That's what I heard.
Who wouldn't vote for the dog? That's awesome.
And the owner showed up on roller skates at town hall to register the dog to become mayor.
Oh God. Well,
Be a lot better
I'm
than
glad
last name.
they're taking it seriously. Toronto's a major city.
It could be worse. My dad could be running for mayor right now. Imagine that.
I would vote for him too.
I don't live in Toronto, so no,
You don't have to.
it wouldn't
That's
go
the whole
over very
point.
well.
That's the whole
Do you have
point
to be a
of this
Canadian
entire
citizen to
election
run?
crap.
Maybe I'll run.
You're
These
not a
people
dog?
just avoid it anyway.
No, I'm a rat bastard.
Rat bastard.
I think Jim would do a decent job at being mayor.
Maybe you can run.
I like Gary from Brent Aerials. We should get him to be the mayor of Toronto.
I double down on that
Problem
one.
solved. Problem solved.
If I were Canadian, I'd vote for Jim.
Maybe you can run as one of your caricatures, Mr. Pottyhead.
Mr. Pottyhead. Just do a character and not even yourself, Jim, just the whole time.
We got a bunch of clowns anyways, so
Or maybe this guy.
Why you walk around like that, Jim?
So loud.
Yeah, the old Dougie Ford.
Yeah, you could do like
interesting, Mark.
You could do like your own presidential remake character, Jim, of like some presidential idiot.
I've got too many skeletons in my closet to get into politics.
Yeah.
I mean, you mean like wearing blackface in public?
No, I didn't do that.
Well, that didn't hurt. That didn't hurt the guy running your country now.
No.
Jim looks like Doug Ford. Oh. Ouch. Ouch. Mark.
It must be a Canadian thing because I have no idea who Doug Ford is.
Nope.
Google it.
Yeah. Doug Ford is the other mayor of Toronto, I believe, right? Like way back.
No, he's
then.
the premier of Ontario.
Premier. Yeah.
The premier what?
Train wreck.
Yeah. Canada has hierarchies like that where premiers and other shit that is like built up to
Hi, Greg.
who runs Canada, not
Greg.
Why
Yeah.
do you
Different
think
than
we're so
president.
good at saying sorry?
Sorry. I don't know.
It's silly as fuck.
Yeah.
But aren't there certain politicians in Canada that you think should not be politicians at all?
Oh yeah, all of them.
Sorry,
all fake baloney.
You know, I see it.
Yeah,
Is that a real picture?
He is the
third or fourth one is probably better in
Oh,
realistic view of what he looks like, really. But the pictures do, kind of, sort of, but not really.
Bill needs like another 120 pounds on him for it.
There
to
you go.
make
That's a
it
good
look
one.
Like that, yeah.
Jim, you could pull off that hairstyle.
There he is. Wait, back up. That's the one.
But he also could, you could say he also almost looks like Chris Farley.
There's Jim.
Poor Chris Farley.
Is that him getting goosed?
he's getting something. Now his brother.
He only
his-
wishes he could be Jim
His
Howard.
brother was the mayor of Toronto, and apparently got involved in cocaine and drugs, and
It
it was
was-
a shit show.
And he said he didn't inhale, right?
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
that
say,
was your president.
you said cocaine.
I heard there was a.
It
Orange
was
Spice
my
Bill is
president.
Canadian, Jim.
the broke version.
I heard
of
there was
that.
a prostitute as well, Jim.
Yeah.
Well, when you're talking cocaine, how could there not be a prostitute involved? Ask Uncle Extra Medium.
It was.
I don't know. I didn't know that they gave you a free prostitute with every gram of cocaine.
Oh yeah,
Is that a special? Is that like a Black Friday thing?
first
It was-
one's free.
It was crack, so you
Yeah.
step up a level, right? But no, that whole scenario was wild.
So then he died, and then Dougie goes into politics, and he becomes the premier of the Progressive Conservative for Ontario.
Progressive conservative in this country. If you are progressive in certain, that's like they would explode. That's like polar
It's an
opposites.
oxymoron.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
PC, Liberal, and NDP. Those
Maybe
are the
look
three
that
big
up.
ones here in Canada.
Yeah.
Why don't you
They
guys
need
have
to-
two parties to choose from?
We have
Yeah,
lots
they
of
need to
parties.
work on
We
the
have
name.
lots of parties to choose from. We just don't choose them.
Mm.
We got the Green Party. We got Libertarian Party. We got. I don't know. There's others. There are.
For a while in New York State, there was taxes are too damn high party.
Yeah.
There was
New
a,
York State. In New York State, the taxes are too damn high. I mean, just to
Yes.
clarify that. Yeah.
because there was a African guy with a older guy with a handlebar mustache, writing on the platform of taxes are too damn high.
I stayed in a hotel room in New York in 1984 because I got free tickets to go see the Letterman show. Very excited, and we could have just driven for the day. To thought, no, let's spend the night. So we went to the Sheraton Towers in 1984. The Sheraton Towers was $200 a night, which was quite a bit of money back then.
No shit.
And yeah, I mean, figure that out. The taxes were $80 a night on the $200 because there was an occupational privilege tax, just in case you decided to be there for making money. And of course the regular, city tax, state tax, county tax. It just went on. And then I parked. I'd made the silly decision to park at the hotel. You would think, is that included? No, that wasn't included. The parking was as much as a cheap hotel room in Pennsylvania at the time, just to park the car there for about 18 hours. And there was an 18.75% tax on parking. That's New York.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not kidding, man. It was about $400 to stay for one night in that $200 hotel room.
In
New York
84.
parking is still extravagant.
Did you go see Letterman though?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
The
fuck.
tickets were free.
That was so
Yep,
cool.
yep. And we were in like the 8th row or something like that, which you would think was great, except when you're that close, these guys, the camera guys and all the guys that worked the stage, they're all in your way. We got a great shot of the band, because they were over there. But yeah, they were constantly in your way. It was annoying. You'd be better off being up in the balcony. This is when they first moved to the Ed Sullivan Theater. And the funny thing is, it was like, how did we get these tickets? I put the names in a long time ago. How did we get them? And, why was there even hotel rooms available, let alone? And why did my uncle, who was a travel agent who booked the room for me, Bill, you want to be on the 53rd floor. It's better up there. You want to be above, Well, he didn't tell me that floors 1 through 50 weren't available that night because I wasn't into politics at the time. And I didn't realize this was the night that Giuliani beat Dinkins. It was election night. And I didn't even know it. I mean, that's how out of politics I was. I was going to New York, and they thought that Giuliani may beat Dinkins, and they thought there was going to be all kinds of riots in the streets or whatever. And I was like, why are the streets empty, and why are there so many police officers all over the place? It was great. We walked out, and it was like nobody anywhere. We were able to walk right into oh God, what's that place Sylvester Stallone owned? And Planet Hollywood. Walked into Planet Hollywood, got a table right away, got served right away. It was just great. It was a great experience, and there was no problems, by the way. And the funny thing is, the hotel I was at, the reason the first 50 floors weren't available, and why all of a sudden everyone in the first 50 floors was African American, was because that was Dinkins. That's where he held his he was there. That's where he held his I don't know. His concession speech was in that hotel the night that I was there. And they had dogs and they had cops, and it was a very interesting experience. But anyway, that's my little story. And I paid a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
It must have been cool.
Everybody was nice. Don't get me wrong. I just thought it was funny. It's like, when I got here, it was like a whole bunch of rich bitch people, whiteys walking around with their furs and minks and stoles. And then all of a sudden, everybody was African American. Like, what happens at night? Everybody turns black? I was like, what's going on? And I didn't know that was his campaign headquarters. for the night.
I would be like, what conventions in town?
But there was no problems. It was all great.
Cool.
Had a nice experience. Yeah. Yeah. And we got to see Letterman. So what?
Why? Big fan. I used to videotape.
Oh, he loved it. I thought he was hysterical.
Yeah. And watch it the next day.
I'm not lying. I mean, this is a true story. And I still remember being pissed off that my club sandwich, hotel room club sandwich delivered to my room was $16 in 1984. 1984.
That sounds very priceless.
I want a club sandwich now. I'm hungry.
Yeah, fuck New York. You know, I still have family that lives there. You know, the Ronayne side still lives there. The Magrini side, that's the Italian side. They live in the more like Yonkers. The Ronayne side lives in Manhattan. My grandmother lived on 176th Street and Fort Washington Avenue for 40 some odd years. And all I remember is from a kid is that the whole city smelled like bus fumes. It was just
yum.
And it was better back then than it is now. I mean, it's just so overcrowded and so nasty. And everybody's so excited to be there, and I don't know why. Still don't.
You could smell the steam coming up from the grates from the train.
Well, you know, I mean, there was an advantage to that. You didn't have to plow snow in wintertime because the streets always melted because that was the heating system.
Where all the bullshit coming up from the vents, from the sewers.
Yeah, there is that too.
The cities.
I have no desire to go to New York.
New York City is a very interesting place to be, but at times it's not. Certain parts of New York City are not safe.
No, yeah, big time. Certain parts of Toronto, certain parts of Vancouver aren't safe either. But you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. That's all.
Used to be quite safe, but now they're not as safe.
Yeah. Can I tell you how numb I am? I'm back to that day again. I still had no idea what was going on and why there were police on every floor and why they had dogs and this and that. Until I watched his concession speech that night. We were back at the hotel room, relaxing, put the TV on. Here's David Dinkins doing his concession speech, and he was standing at a dais, and it said Sheridan Towers on the front of the dais. It took me that long. Oh, he's downstairs. Got it. Yeah, but anyway, that was that. Now I'm done with that story.
That's a good one.
I thought you could walk out and look down.
Times Square was empty, man. I was walking around Times Square late at night, and it was great. There was police presence at every corner for no reason. Nothing happened.
Now, usually there's throngs of people in Times Square at night.
Yeah. Bad element. People pooping in the street. People throwing you in front of subways. You know, there's all kinds of stuff going on in New York. Where else did we go? We went to Planet Hollywood, and there's a very famous club.
52. 4.
No. No, there was a goddamn old age man. Very, very famous bar club that we went to and had a couple of drinks. And I remember not being impressed. The floors were sticky.
Stevie,
really well
capture
known.
Life. When your family's from New York.
My family's from New York. Yeah. My dad was a bus driver. New York City, my natural father, not my stepfather. My natural father was a New York City bus driver. Very, very, very typical Irish who drank too much.
So was Al Roker's father.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't think he was Irish, though.
I don't think so.
I remember my mother used to tell me stories how the cops used to get into fights and get the cops would beat the crap out of them and then just bring them home and dump them on the doorstep because he knew he had to ride. You know, you knew how to get in the bus the next morning to Here you go, Mrs. Renee. Just drop them. It's a different time.
So my friend of mine just sent me footage of his 360 camera of him chasing me while I'm flying my wing around.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see it down there. Cool.
If you want to check that out.
Absolutely.
I can control the 360 camera, but basically I have to edit it afterwards, so I'm going to have to control it the whole way through, but bear with me here. This is me flying the wing, that white thing flying around.
That's it. You got the wing.
Yeah. And the guy's flying the drone behind me, trying to follow me. Oops, and I'm trying
That
to
thing,
control.
that thing rips.
How fast does it go?
I don't know, because I don't have a flight controller or anything. This is all manually controlled, this wing.
Wow.
God, that looks like fun.
This is the 360 camera footage that he sent me, so I have to like manually try and follow it myself. But I'm gonna get him to send me the footage so I can have it, so I don't have to do this. I don't know where he lost me. I think.
Where'd he go? There it is.
My rough estimate of you crossing across this, like the whole field there, would be like, I want to say you're doing like 80, 90 kilometers an hour.
Probably something like that.
That thing is flexible.
It's a foam plane. It only weighs 186 grams. It's called the Zod Dart. Zod Dart 250 gram build. 5-inch prop.
Is that what Max was flying at the drone meetup?
No, I don't think so. Well, maybe though. I don't know. This thing is not that popular.
Because there was the chase the plane with the drones.
I think he had something different. Oh, I think I did like a flip there. Oh, that's gonna be hard to find. But yeah, 360 camera footage.
This is good quality.
Oh yeah, I saw the flip there.
Yeah. And then he loses me.
It almost, I was gonna say, it almost stops dead in the air when you start flipping, eh?
Yeah. It's super lightweight, and it was very windy that day, pushing back. So, you know.
Is that quarry? Is that quarry next door?
Yeah, there's a bunch of quarries over there. I've tried to fly there a couple times, and I even set up one time to try and fly. And right away, the security's right on your ass. They're like, nope. Go back to the flight field. I'm like, all right, fine.
What if you stand here and fly there?
Yeah, I mean, you can. There's a couple of times, but there's not, like, the cool shit's farther down the street, really, for flying, like, over cranes and around things. It's mostly just cut up area there. Oh, it's another flip. But yeah, had a lot of fun times, and tried to get him to chase me really close, but it's the first time I've seen the footage as well, too, tonight, so.
Good footage.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, Jordan, so I guess we're not going flying.
Says you.
Oh, Hard Rock. That's where you went. Hard Rock Cafe.
Jim, didn't your dad say not to trust the weatherman?
Yeah, this is dope footage. I can't wait to actually process, put a video together. But yeah, there you go.
I'm allowed to fly in the rain.
A little capture.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh. Whose drone is waterproof?
Oh, it's still there.
So it's actually waterproof?
I've tried it before and it works, so.
Well, my drones are waterproof. Especially my 7-inch, my big guy. When I take it to the mountains, I get raindrops on it, or I get close to a river that's spurting water. You gotta make sure.
Coincidence. That's how I refer to my 7-inch, my big guy.
Spurting water? The big guy?
He may as well be watered.
There's only like
Been disconnected for years.
I flew when it started raining yesterday, so yeah, I haven't watched the footage, but I'm sure you'll be able to tell it was starting to rain.
That's one of my questions. As far as I know, the air through unit is water protected as long as you don't submerge it.
I have no idea. I've never used any of that stuff.
Any clue,
So-
Charles?
I think the Avada
Any
can
clue?
get away with it as well, but don't quote me on it. But I know
Avada?
that the potato can for sure.
Yeah, water.
The Avada.
Just never crash it into a body of water.
Yeah, exactly. Don't just land it in there. But as far as I know, you can fly those in the rain.
No, I mean do not crash it into a lake.
Technically, you can
or
fly
ocean.
any drone in the rain as long as you don't stop flying. That's when you have the issues. Because basically, your props, everything, your motors are hot, your electronics are hot. The water ain't doing anything except for fucking up your lenses. Okay? As soon as you stop flying, that's when you fucked up.
At the same time, if you stop flying while you're flying an FPV drone in general, you're probably gonna have a hard time. So
Yeah, well, perching is fun too, though. I like perching. I like perching a lot. Perching is like one of my favorite things because it's like, it shows a little bit more stick control, but it's also kind of fun to like perch on silly things and then dive off of or something, right? It's kind of it's not a trick that's used much anymore nowadays.
the hover turbulence is what I like to
I
call it.
don't think any of us would fly in when there's lightning.
Why?
Why not?
Well, for
You're not
one
getting
thing, you
electrocuted
can
from
lose
your drone to your transmitter.
You can lose your drone.
Yeah, you can lose your drone
Lightning
anyway.
hits the drone.
I record from my goggles, so I'd love to see that.
Yeah, it'd
Hi,
be cool
Stevie.
footage. Imagine the GoPro footage from that. That'd be amazing.
If it
That'd
doesn't
be
fly
cool.
GoPro, yeah.
It's not like you're getting electrocuted from your drone to your transmitter to you. It's your wireless. So
I
mean,
guess it's possible.
yeah. It's why people fly drones into hurricanes and tornadoes nowadays. They're just like, let's go see the footage. I'll get the GoPro later. They don't care. Lots of people with DJI drones, I've seen them do that. They chase tornadoes and just go search for the drone later.
Record from the headset and you're good to go.
Yeah, the footage is worth it at that point, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever footage you get. Whatever footage you can get out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like this right here. What is this?
What?
Press the play.
What?
Almost there.
I think Bill's frozen.
No. Why would it be frozen?
I don't know. You were like standing still for a while.
No, I put on a video.
No, you haven't put it on yet. It's not playing.
This was going on a week or so ago at my dad's house.
It's not playing. Play the video.
It's not playing. I am playing it.
No, it's not playing.
Nope.
It's not
That's
playing for us.
weird.
Let me get a
Video
That's why I'm like,
choose
play
your
That's
2, 3.
odd.
There you go.
Is it playing?
No.
No?
no.
I saw
Wow,
your mouse move.
that's very odd.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
shows the mouse cursor over top of it.
Yeah, I saw your mouse
Okay.
move.
All right. Okay. Let's try this then.
We'll give you 60% for effort.
At least an attempt was made.
It's a passing mark.
No, it was. I was playing it. It was playing on my screen. StreamYard, you suck. Hold on.
I'm telling you right now, stop StreamYard. Go with the other one we use, Video Ninja.
Blizzard,
Ninja.
not
And
all
free.
cell
Let's
phones
try it
are
again.
waterproof.
Oh,
And it's restream available.
oh,
There
Yeah,
you
I,
there we go.
I hear lightning now that we speak of it. Actually,
And
Mhm.
This was nonstop for like half an hour. I got some video, but I got tired of watching it.
that actually is pretty cool.
Is that a drone? That's
That would be a
drone.
plane. This is over Orlando.
Oh my god, it's a UFO.
the UFO.
The aliens escaping.
I
Oh my
think you said
God.
you're in the takeoff pattern or landing pattern for Orlando Airport?
This could be a TikTok video. It can make you $1 million right now. That's a UFO. Oh my God.
Yeah.
God, those are captions, some music to it. You'd be good, man. AI, you can do a bunch of things.
It's wild
Wasn't
to
there-
see how horizontal it goes.
Wasn't there a guy in Vegas that claimed he saw a UFO in his backyard that landed in his backyard?
Oh, the cloud's getting bigger. I guess it's headed this way.
Yeah, my cousin
Whoa.
said he invented a time machine too. He's wacko.
Sick. You know what you should do with this video clip? You should put it into the AI system and put some kind of crazy stuff into it and then see what kind of effects the background gives.
That's a cool pause screen.
Ooh, that would be an interesting video.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be really crazy.
Right.
But that kind of stuff would be very intergalactic type
Still going.
crazy time warp.
Oh, this went on and on and on and on. I have 3 separate videos.
Oh god.
You could upload this as a short if you
Yeah,
want.
that looks like the same one. Hold on a minute.
It's definitely a UFO. Look at that thing.
Hold on.
No, you hold on.
You could make many videos out of that one
Why
video.
not?
Just change the captions and then change the effects on it.
This is where
You
it
before
started.
the
This is where it
plasticide.
started. You saw this white cloud just kind of rising up.
Yeah, that's a cool shot.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, it was time to leave. I was trying to go home. And I couldn't leave because this was just amazing.
Can't believe we're not hearing any thunder.
No,
I hear it.
we didn't. No, there was. It really isn't.
Are you kidding?
I hear all the thunder.
That's all.
Capture.
That's all inside the cloud. You wouldn't hear.
No, that's the first
That doesn't-
one.
Capture Live said add a UFO to your
Can't
next
believe
show
I
video.
get this call right in the middle of this. Unbelievableness.
Yeah, I was trying to video it with my phone, and then I got a phone
Can't
call.
believe. I mean, this has been going on for how long now?
Talking to my dad.
10 minutes we've been standing out here. Maybe it's alien spacecraft fighting each other.
Battlestar Galactica.
If you pause in the middle of like the actual lightning strike, that purple and just the colors coming from the sky, it's so wild.
No thunder, no nothing. Just this. It's kind of scary.
Scary but cool.
How long ago did you say this was? A couple days ago?
A week ago.
A week ago.
Maybe 2 weeks ago. Let me see.
Oh gosh, it's old news now. We're already dead.
God, it's not even close enough to hear the thunder.
June 11th.
Oh gosh. That was so
And I would
long
hear
ago.
thunder. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Sure it does.
How
I
is
think
that
it's
possible?
called like
I do not know.
a dry storm. I've heard of
Oh,
something
starting to
like
hear it now a little bit.
How often does this happen up
Hey,
there?
Dad, I can hear you.
Dominic?
You know, I'm recording right now, right? Which means they're picking up all this conversation as well. Could you hold on a second?
So yelling at my dad.
Please?
I'm such a dick.
They say it's a heat lightning because it often occurs in the summer. But
Yes.
it's no different from regular lightning. Heat lightning.
The humidity would
Kinda cool.
cause
I
it.
thought it was kind of cool, and I got a lot of it, and I could probably pull a nice couple of frames of lightning out of that.
Yeah, why dry thunderstorms are a danger?
Hmm.
Because that's what happens up here in our areas. Because it's so dry. You wouldn't think it is dry up here in my area, but in BC it's very dry, and these kind of storms will actually start forest fires up here, or the wildfires that we keep getting year after year, and year gets more and more and more. But there are some news about most of the Quebec fires being man-made and propaganda about stuff about how people are starting forest fires more than wildfires are actually being the cause, but who knows? Aliens exist, though. So
what is Marcel's?
This one I got with the Air 2S. That was pretty cool.
What's your theory, Marcel?
what's my theory
Nice.
Yes.
of what? Aliens?
No. Of
Or
if
spares?
it was man-made or natural.
Oh, I believe they're probably man-made. Definitely, 100%. But
Okay.
can't prove anything. When I was where I was for the forest fire that I witnessed here in BC, I know for sure it was man-made because there was a group of people shooting off guns at targets and stuff in the area. It was a famous area for people to gather and do that stuff. And not that I'm against guns or shooting or anything, but they were literally the other group that was in that area. And from where we were flying our drones to a mountainside, we could see it, we could hear it, we could hear them shooting. And then all of a sudden, exactly at the same time as they stopped shooting, all of a sudden this like cloud of smoke started coming from the area, and I flew my drone closer and closer, and then all of a sudden, boom, forest fire, like massive forest fire. And then we drove down that area. Boom, they're running basically fire.
So you could smell it.
You didn't have to smell it. You could see it. I could see it from the drone camera. I could see it.
Steve, I get the feeling you watch the same YouTube videos I do. 10-foot alien-looking human that ran across my backyard. Do you guys ever watch? Ever look at the YouTube channel of the Y-Files?
Yep, I watch that regularly.
He's awesome. I mean, it's so entertaining. Check it out. Anybody who hasn't seen that, you're missing something. He does a great job. He's entertaining. It's interesting. It's funny, and he takes both sides. He's not a conspiracy theorist. He just
and another thing is you can't just watch one of them.
No, I've gone.
Once you start, you get stuck in the rabbit hole for several hours.
I have a feeling that Dominic is the owner of the rabbit hole. I think Dominic never leaves YouTube or live streams.
Check out the Y-File. Seriously, if you don't watch it, you're missing something. That guy, he does a great job with that. It's very good. I'm going to get something to drink.
Guys, I'm fading out, so I'm gonna head out for the night.
Good night, Charles.
I'll see y'all during the rest of the week.
Charles,
Good night, Charles.
Have a good one, Charles.
I appreciate you coming in. Thank you.
Thanks,
All right.
Bill. Take care, guys.
Take care. Get out. Okay, so I'm gonna grab myself one can. I think I have like a can of one of those ridiculous things my wife buys me, and then I think that would probably be it. So we're gonna shoot for 1 o'clock. So we have a half an hour. Can we come up with a half an hour worth of things to talk about?
I'm gonna grab one more drink and I'll join you guys.
Okay.
Here we go. We can start speaking about conspiracy theories.
Oh, Dominic, there are so many conspiracy theories about Area 51.
Yeah, I was just about to mention Area 51.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I could totally see Dominic being like the Mad Hatter of the live stream / YouTube world for sure.
There is a show on History Channel called Ancient Aliens.
Yep.
I've seen that. Yeah.
I've watched I reckon I've watched every episode.
Oh,
Especially when you get Giorgio Tsoukalos coming on and say, it's not aliens, but it's aliens.
Holy crap! I think my wife wants me to be an alcoholic. She's been buying me. She's been buying me. She was buying me seltzer products. Hard seltzer, and not realizing that she didn't know it had alcohol in it.
Right.
The one day I said, "Oh, it's nice you to be buying me all these things," but I've been drinking a lot. She said, what do you mean? I said, these things are 5% alcohol.
Well, there's seltzer and then hard seltzer.
No, she thought they were healthy for me. But
they are,
but she's still buying them. Yeah, now, I didn't even know this was in there. This is not hard seltzer. I mean, this has got vodka in it. It's vodka seltzer and real juice. All right. Honey, we're stepping up.
Real juice.
I didn't even know it was in there. I thought there was like a little bit left of the other stuff.
You heard of that brand, Marcel?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep. That's
Is it
the
good?
one thing that I have here in BC, Canada is we have pretty much everything. Well, not everything, but pretty close to everything that you guys get in the United States. There's a couple of products, but I mean, it's like crazy stuff, like a certain type of chips or something like that, flavor or whatever. But I mean, mostly we have.
Cheez-Its?
But we also have way stronger alcohol than you guys in the United States. So, whammy. I don't know what digits is. I have no idea what digits is.
Be a pretty damn big rat if I can write on it.
Jim could write it.
Oh, look at this, Brett. You know who Hecklefish is? Isn't that channel on? Seriously, Brett. Isn't
I
that
love Hecklefish.
I'm telling you guys, you're missing it. Check it out. I'm not joking. I really enjoy that channel. It's very it's very interesting. And like I said, he digs into it, and then he gives you information as to why some of it's absolute bullshit. And if you can't find an answer, it tells you that too. And it's funny.
How do you spell Hecklefish? Because it's not coming up. Hecklefish monetary?
No. Hecklefish is a character on his. It's actually a goldfish on his channel. It's the Y WHI. Or WHY.
There's an actual channel about it as well. Hecklefish monetary or whatever.
Well, it's the WHY files.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yes, I have seen a couple of his videos.
They're good.
I think this might be like another channel.
He sounds like Casey Kasem.
Oh, this is his clip channel. That's what it is. It's only like 20 second, 30 second.
Yeah, he does a couple of
Hecklefish is a spirit animal.
Yeah.
That is funny.
I just Googled it or whatever on YouTube, and it shows me this like fish, the exact thing you're talking about too.
Yeah, because the latest one I saw was about Area 51.
The guy's got over 2.5 million subs now.
Yeah.
And I mean, just like 6 months ago, I think he was happy that he made 300,000. So he's just
blowing up.
Yeah.
Well, people are interested in Area 51.
Well, he addresses that one. Addresses everything. But he does his research. He does his research. I mean, he puts work into the videos.
Because nobody has confirmed or denied that Area 51 exists.
Lots of people have confirmed and denied it.
Yeah.
Hi, Alexis.
It definitely exists. I think most people in their right mind know it exists.
Oh, she
Get well
woke up to
soon.
watch us.
Alexis.
I hope you're feeling better, Alexis.
We all said a prayer. We hope you feel better. Aliens and air fryers are trending on YouTube.
Ooh, air fryers. I'm down.
Yeah.
Order one right now.
Alexis, do you believe in aliens?
Good price on Amazon for air fryers.
Of course, you believe it. Aliens. They got illegal aliens all over Texas.
No, UFO aliens.
I know, Andrew. I was joking.
That was one of the jokes I made to my dad the other day. It's like, how do you put Mexico and then New Mexico just above it and expect them to not want to come over? It's if I was like New England or New something, you'd want to go there because it's the new version of something. But why would you put?
Yeah, new is not always better.
Sometimes.
I mean, some news sucks. Think in New Jersey, for example.
Look at Quebec, old Quebec.
It is if you're talking wives.
New, old. Why do you want to put new above the old? That was just one of my.
Look at new and old Quebec, as they say, new and old Quebec, like the old city of Quebec City, like
it's
rough, like
it's
old school, but
it's still Quebec. There's nothing changing.
Oh yeah, that's the big reason it's Quebec.
Nothing's changing.
That's the fucking most honest thing about Quebec, right there.
There is a Jersey in England. Stevie.
Oh,
I live on Jersey Avenue.
Yes, there's
Well,
a
there is
Jersey in
Jersey
England.
in England.
I'm pretty sure New Jersey is called New Jersey because of Jersey in England.
Well, if you look at all the names that have new in front of it,
It's come from somewhere, right?
yeah, like New Zealand. There must be a Zealand.
Well, there used to be a town in Canada called Lanark, which those people came from Lanark, Scotland.
Oh, much like in Australia,
You
we
missed
have a New South Wales.
So you missed the opportunity to put New Lanark.
Yeah,
Then why don't they call London, Ontario, New London?
yeah.
Well, they have New York in the States, and we have North York in Ontario, but we can't find York. I guess we have York.
Isn't there a
York Dale.
There's a York
Yeah,
in
and
the UK.
there's a York, Pennsylvania too. So
Yeah, we have York Dale.
There's a York in the UK.
they don't want to be seen as
Well-
copycats.
But no, that's my horrible attempt at a joke there, and yeah.
If you are shooting for horrible, congratulations.
5 out of 10. Good job.
Good job.
Do not pass go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's at least 2 Albanys on the East Coast and at least 3 Greenvilles.
I don't believe New Jersey is an upgrade. No,
I was
Steve.
just going to say you've got a point there. I don't know if it's
Peggy's
completely done.
Cove. Wow.
Just trying to think of other. Well, no.
Mark's coming at you with the facts. Peggy's Cove is a small town. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Maybe he's got the almanac.
Yeah, you told that story, Alexis. Remember you said that.
Oh, yes.
I remember that story.
Yes, there is a York in England.
Yeah.
He thought she was from Mexico.
Yeah.
Well, she looks Mexico. She's only like,
She looks
6'2" and white as can be.
Look
Yeah.
like Mexico.
Just like a Mexican.
Yes, there is a
Steve.
York.
But some of the Mexicans are not very tall.
Si,
Yeah.
senor.
Yep, that was the joke. You got it, Andrew. All right.
All right.
For the most part, they're not particularly tall. Absolutely. Some are.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys have a great night.
Yeah, I got to go soon anyway. I have to get up in the morning and go to my dad's and put a fuel pump on that bike. Make sure that my second bike is running properly after rebuilding those carbs. But anyway, Marcel, thank you for stopping in. I appreciated your information. I learned something about printing, as always, when you come in.
Awesome.
And flying FPV, as always, when you come in. And
That's great
about,
knowledge and fun times and good jokes.
about pipe fitting. And reaming stuff,
You ever want to show and tell
Oh.
OnlyFans pipefitting.com? That's good.
Marcel is a master pipe fitter.
Mhm.
Blaze Master, sir. I'm gonna have to smoke one before I leave later on tonight and go to bed. But you guys have a great one. Capture Life Connection. Good to see
Good
you.
night,
buddy.
Marcel.
Take care,
See you,
Marcel.
everyone. Be good.
Yes, Mark, we will hook up there someday soon at the casino.
See,
Jordan and I
Alexis.
stopped in there Thursday night after his jam session for half an hour and made $260.
Stevie, you're gonna have to come on the panel sometime.
Yeah, capture life. It's been too long. Way too long.
Yeah, I haven't seen you since April.
Can't remember the last time I've seen capture life on any live stream.
No, he doesn't typically go on.
Good dig, Mark. Good dig.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, it's always a good day when you make money.
I don't think we're friends on Facebook, are we, Steve?
On that topic, Uncle Bill, how dare you not accept my friend request?
You requested me? Because I don't look at my Facebook page ever.
No, I anticipated that.
I really don't. I have it. I the only reason I originally created it was for work.
You gave me heck about it how many streams ago, and then I added you as a friend, and you just ignored me. It's fine.
All right, I'm going on my Facebook page now.
Uh-oh. You're going to have a 300 notifications.
All the notifications for friend requests.
I got a lot.
Mark, are you Irish?
Grossmont Drone, actually. Who's that? Do we know him?
No, I don't know. They requested me as well.
If they know you, my dad, or Dom, I'll
We've
accept
got 53. I have 53 friends with him. All right. Max Fu. Don't know who that is. Fu. Max Fu.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that name. Oh, I'll have to take a look here.
You're quite
is that
good
you?
at slots there, Capture Life. I mean, Mark.
Oh, he's friends with Al and Max and Alex and Michael Wright. Oh, okay, fine. I'm friends with him now. Michael Boren. My God, this just goes on and on.
He's boring.
I really should pay attention.
Hey, Jim, you and Mark could make quite the pair making money at the casino.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Angel Planell's asked for to be friends. Oh,
Angel, yes. We know Angel.
Yeah.
In hell.
Jordy
Angel's
Beauchard.
a lot of fun.
Who the hell is that? Okay, there we go.
There he
We're
is.
friends.
Some delinquent.
Yay. Now block him, Jordan. Piss him off. Oh.
Lance Cadena. Oh my God, I know these guys.
Yeah, we know Lance.
Yeah, Michael Boren. Okay, sure. Got a lot of Brenda Shackleton.
Facebook archer Tom?
Mary Clay, I know her.
No.
Oh, it goes on. No, you guys don't know her. She's from New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe this will help my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Capture Life. Haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him in ages either.
I don't even know if he's still on YouTube.
I think he is. Because I remember it being commented on a couple of days ago. And I think the last time was a couple of weeks ago when he did some sort of stream.
Maybe leave him a comment just saying, hey, just checking in. How are you?
Yeah, anybody that's actually asked me, don't be insulted. I really don't look at this. I've got a couple of hundred requests here. Oh my gosh. Who are you people?
The drone community is huge. I get one like every day or two.
Yeah.
And it's someone that anybody knows. And at that point, I know who you guys are. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool to meet the face of the name.
Yeah. There's usually 50 or 60, similars.
Look at that stack. Look at that wad.
Ooh.
Hey, well done.
Look at that.
Canadian Tire money.
Cash. Cold hard cash.
What the hell are you buying from Canadian Tire where you have got that much Canadian Tire money?
Well, I've been saving for a couple of years.
Holy shit.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. A 3-cent bill.
Yes.
That's my nickname.
No, it's no cent bill.
Never heard of a 3-cent bill.
And
unless it was like the $2 bill.
$1 bill.
Jim, I
Is
don't
that
know
when
if
you-
you've heard, but $1 bill is fairly common.
Yeah, but it's Canadian Tire money.
Mm.
I don't know what that means.
You know, Monopoly money. It's a step up from that.
It's a step up. From that. If Home Depot gave out dollar bills that you could cash, when you buy product, you get certain percentage.
Jim, do you really think that I don't understand the concept of marketing?
Speaking of Home
Yeah,
Depot,
but
I've
Canadian
heard.
Have you heard of the Canadian Tire store up here?
No,
Well, it's like a Home Depot. It's like
but with tires, and it's in Canada.
no, they don't just sell tires. You haven't been watching the marketing commercials.
No, I didn't say
Do
I
they
watched
sell?
any of it.
Do they sell groceries?
No.
Computer components?
Yeah, they probably have keyboards and mouses and
Yeah,
That's
so is Walmart.
accessories.
yeah.
Yeah, he's right. I said components.
Well, then no.
Okay.
If you need hardware stuff or car parts, then that's your broke version to go to.
Yeah.
The Canadian Tire. We have Home Depot here, and just go to Home Depot.
They
if
sell
you need-
pots and pans and
They sell-
garden furniture.
They sell pot?
Yeah.
Is that what- oh.
and pans.
Oh,
Oh.
No.
I am going to probably call this.
Okay,
I think we're, what are we down to? 15 people? 14.
Yeah.
14. We're knocking them off. They're like flies.
Yep.
Guys, I appreciate everybody who came in.
let's get the Beverly Hillbillies theme going.
No, I'm not doing it anymore. I got a hit.
Oh no!
Yeah, they finally caught up with me. I guess
Oh,
they didn't notice all these weeks of me using that at the end of the show. They didn't. But they finally caught up to me last week.
Looks like
And
we're gonna have to make our own intro then.
How-
Sorry,
how
outro.
about we wait a few weeks and then try it again?
No, or we create our own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have to make our own.
Build our own.
And now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all his friends. And if we do it like that, I think we'll get away with it.
Absolutely.
We'd like to kindly thank you all for kindly dropping in.
If I created the beat for you,
Stop
Bill,
back next week to this locality to have a heap and helping of our hospitality.
if I
Just gotta
created that
change some
jingle
of the words.
musically, could you do the vocals over top of that?
Huh?
Yeah,
So if
you
I-
play the music.
Yeah, if I did the music, would you do the vocals over top of it?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Ali was
You
asking.
gotta watch, you can't make it too good. Like get a
I was
couple of notes,
asking
get a
what
couple
you-
of chords wrong.
If we
Hospitality.
Yeah, we have to change it enough.
change
So
the
that it
words,
won't
it's a-
trigger
there's
anything.
a spoof, a parody.
I'll pitch shift it for you.
Ali Oud wants to know where I am. I'm in
I haven't-
Florida. I'm
I
in
haven't-
Florida, Ali.
I haven't seen you. I don't know where you are.
I'm in Florida.
You're hiding from the cops. Because everybody in the panel is a criminal.
Thank you, Steve, for stopping. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, we need to do it. And then we can all stand there going like this. Oh, we have to do it.
Get Don dressed up like Ellie Mae.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Fairways presentation. He does that quite well.
What if we get Uncle Extra Medium involved?
No, he's dead.
What?
Oh.
When did that happen?
I haven't seen him around.
I thought he was in jail.
Yeah, here it is. It's called The Ballad of Jed Clampett. TV Land presents favorite TV theme songs, Lester Flatt, Earl Scuggs, content found during. It says no impact, but it's still a claim. And that's a bummer.
So we're just gonna have to do something. Just change it slightly so it won't trigger anything.
Yeah, get the whole band to do it, Jordan. That'd be a hoot. Get some drums in there.
I think I could work that out. It's like a 20-second jingle, if that.
Yeah.
10
Can we
seconds.
keep on helping of our hospitality? Hills, that is. Swimming pool. Beverly Hills, that is. Isn't that what they say? Swim pools, movie stars. That's us. Influencers. That's what we are.
What kind of shirt, Mark?
What?
I think he's talking about an Uncle Extra Medium shirt.
Mm.
I don't think there's
Anyway,
an extra medium
guys.
shirt.
Thanks for coming in. Good night. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen.
And we've all got to do the hand waving.